What's up? What's up? What's up?
What up?
I'll wait till some people arrive.
It's 5 and 10.
Go ahead and share the stream a bit
Oh,
since we started a little late.
whew.
How y'all fellas feeling right now?
Feeling like a
Cool, my
nigga
man.
pushing 50, nigga. That's what I'm feeling right now. Man, these naps getting longer and longer, my nigga.
You're old, man. You're old.
Yeah, happens to the greats. Live long enough to get old, you blessed.
I know I was a
So
little
all
tired
the
today.
alternative is dying young, right?
Hey, man, you die young, you die legend. You die old, you die diabetes. Cause all, that's how it works. Everybody can't be James Dean.
Right. Oh
Gonna
man.
be like that. Gonna be like that. Y'all see that video of that man who like a living mummy that I posted.
Oh yeah, yeah, some real old guy. I didn't know who posted, but I saw it.
Oh shit, I just remember. Let me share this damn show. Why not? I ain't got shit else to do.
Hold on, man. All right, got that posted. Oh, look like somebody done commented.
I don't get from link, yeah.
How you doing,
Alright,
Miss Brooks?
so today gonna be a real lazy show because we about to freestyle like just talk about whatever hot topics are.
Whatever hot topics, hot
Yeah, come on.
pockets.
Hey, so I knew a girl who I named Hot Pocket. She had a real name, but it was not important to the story because I don't remember it because I called her Hot Pocket. So,
Hey, so
so,
I knew a girl who I named Hot Pocket. She had a real name, but it was not important to the
hey,
story.
yeah, double up.
So,
So,
hey, so
I,
What's our feedback?
that's the feedback. That's the feedback from YouTube. You gotta
Okay.
you gotta mute the YouTube. Whoever got the YouTube on
so
go.
Yeah, that's me. I'm getting it.
I think that's the
What's up,
feedback. Got
Janice?
YouTube up?
Yeah, that's me. My fault. There we go.
I don't even see the YouTube.
Mhm.
Probably because I'm looking at all the fucking tags crazy you putting me in and shit. Maybe I should look.
I mean,
Oh, that's cool.
how you doing? Probably.
You messed up my hot pocket story. It had a funny ending, so you fucked up a topic test. But let's get back to the proceedings this evening.
I still hear it.
There we go.
I still here too.
All right, mine shut down.
No, that's me.
All right.
There you go.
All right, what's going on, Internet Land? We got another one for y'all. Got Gorilla Pete on the scene. You know how he do, giving Vine the blues.
He be trying. He be trying. He can't fail me though. He ain't got
Said
nothing.
he be trying. He be
Trying to
trying.
convert it on to the dark side. You know what I'm
He be
saying?
trying, man. There's too much
Trying to
light
convert
in
it
this
to the
body,
dark
man.
side.
Nah,
It's
but
too
we
much
got
light in this
slid back.
body, man.
Got slid back. Big pimping on the scene.
Big pimpin', baby. That's right.
Man, y'all know what it is. And we got Vine over there. You know, he's a man with the master plan. Got the alchemy, the love beaming out the. Got the
Straight off,
love beaming
straight,
out on
straight.
everybody.
formula.
And we got straight out of Shot Town, Dirty Dirty. How you feeling tonight, brother?
Man, broke starving and gang banging.
My man Dirty folks. Shot Town's Falcons. Tolerologist on the scene.
Dirty folks, dirty folks, dirty folks. No soap, no soap.
And it's me, the fly bow tie guy, Wesley Black on the scene, straight out of Nat Town. We got another one for y'all. Tonight is just a whatever goes topic. We gonna in a minute throw up the link so y'all can join in and ask questions and shoot the shit with us. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff going on right now. We still got Will Smith on day 300 as the hot topic right now. With what's this? I really ain't did much research on it, but I seen a meme or like some blogs out there saying that Jada talking about she ain't a woman to be protected. I don't know if they took her beginning statement and combined it with somebody else's statement, or if it was actually their words. What can y'all what y'all say about that? I ain't really looked too much into
I
it.
say it's her words because I think the meme was off of TMZ or something. I think it was off of statement, but
Yeah, apparently
it sound like her.
it was
Sound like
it
her.
was something dealing with he said, she said. So it probably was her, but the word is that it was a source close to her. So she wasn't
Right.
heard, by whoever wrote the statement. It was somebody close to her, but it's still part of course.
hmm Well, I'm glad she said it because one of the biggest arguments, everybody's like, "Oh, protecting, he was protected, he was protecting."
Right.
First of all, I'm like, it ain't no protection unless she under some form of threat. You know what I'm saying? If at most he might be protecting his image of not letting somebody talk about your girl, but once again, the conditions of where they were at. Here's the thing: they were at a ceremony where it's known for that. And some people are like, why he didn't go after other people? Why? I was like, well, because she's an actress still. She's a SAG, right? What is it? SAG something Actors Guild, right? Screen Actors Guild or something like that. So, they'd be like, why didn't they clown what you call it, that Denzel Washington wife because she's not a actress. So they consider her she's an actress, even though she's married to Will Smith, she's still part of the group. Whereas someone like Denzel's wife or whoever wife is not, it's kind of like if was it Bruce Willis when he was married to Demi Moore? You know what I'm saying? If he came at Demi Moore, it would be because she's an actress. You know what I'm saying? Whether current or previous. So, but yeah, you know how she do. She like just making that man look bad. I feel kind of bad, but then again, it's kind of like you know, it's not what I want for him because he has a great history of what he's done. But somebody pointed out something was like, yo, this is supposed to be like the biggest stage for Black folks. He finally got a Grammy after all the years of doing a great body of work. It was a black man or whatever that was supposedly who put together this Oscars. This is supposed to be kind of memorial, and it's all thrown away because no one cares other than about that slap. So you know, so that's it. But yeah, that's normal, Jada. Ready to you know tear a black
Be
man.
super feminine.
Like,
Be super
like put it
feminine.
like this. He put in all the work to be great, and she put in all the work to remove his greatness. Boy, if sleeping ain't the enemy, ain't the pitch on that one.
You know what, man? Women ruining men's lives is an everyday occurrence. Here's my take on the Oscars, right? I mean, in its totality, like not just just the way that I'm looking at the American climate, right? Black is for women, gays, and felons, right? I have watched the last few years. People keep complaining about this racism shit, but every time I turn around, y'all got a colored woman or a gay in a position of power. Chicago, Atlanta, uh, New York, like all these places are run by the quote unquote slaves. Uh, y'all took the Oscars that was just so white last 3 years ago, made it entirely black. I mean, Denzel, Samuel Jackson, Will Smith, Chris Rock was hosting. Like everything that there's so much racism, but all I see is niggas everywhere, and every time I turn around, it's some fucking toddler fucking up shit. So my whole thing is it's endemic of what Black America is. It's a bunch of men trying to do great things and a woman fucking them up, and then blaming it on white supremacy. So and then everybody make blacks look bad. No, it don't. It don't make blacks look bad. Niggas need to train their toddlers. That's what the fuck need to happen. Train your goddamn top. These bitches is out of control. And then see you, man, you can put them in the closet on timeout or something so you can be great. Cause ain't no blockade, ain't no limit to your success except the no upper limit of tolerance. That's how I saw that shit. People ain't even mad at Will Smith.
Oh my
People
goodness.
people ain't mad at Will Smith. People mad that Will let Jada do that bullshit. Tony Rock, Chris Rock brother. First thing he said, you slap my brother? Cause your bitch gave you a side eye? He even blamed Jada. Everybody know it's a funky ass toddler fault. All she do is weaponize men. I told you, women can't love, only men love. Women just can reflect, project, or weaponize men's love. And all these goofy bitches know how to do is weaponize men's love. But then when you say, man, fuck these bitches, oh my god, ain't no marriage material men out here. Fuck these hoes, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't be black. I stopped being black not because of racism. I stopped being black because I didn't want to be associated with these houses, man. That's fact.
I think two things can be true at the same time. Uh, Racism is a real dynamic, but it is sensationalized and hyped up in a way where um, there are people who are looking to exploit and take advantage of or capitalize off the pain that the victims of racism are experiencing. Right. So just because they look to sensationalize and capitalize off of it doesn't mean it doesn't invalidate the claims of racism. Right.
Sure it does.
So
Sure it does.
yeah. So two
I'll tell
things can
you.
be true. Hold on, let me rock.
Go
So
ahead.
two things can be true simultaneously, and I think those two things are simultaneously true. The second part is if your woman can give you a side eye and make you jump up on stage and slap a comedian for doing his job, then you're a weak ass dude, right? Ain't no way in hell my wife can give me a side eye and then all of a sudden I go into fight mode because in under some fake idea that I'm protecting her honor or defending her or come on man, she wasn't in any danger at any point. The joke wasn't even all that harsh. So if Will got up there and smacked that dude, it wasn't because Jada made him do it. He got up there because he's a weak ass dude.
Okay, so now we're saying that women only raise weak ass dudes. I got 100 Will Smith
He was
stories.
raised by his daddy. He was raised by his daddy.
No, you know what's so crazy about that? When he first came out, all he said is, "I learned my hard work ethic from my dad." 10 years later, oh, my dad abused my mom. No, your dad was checking your mama, nigga. But oh, I'll never hit a girl. I'll
Where did
never do
everybody
this.
get Jada side eye Will? Once she rolled her eyes at Chris, where they get this side eye from?
She
We
she
don't know
gave
who
she
he
gave
rolled
Will
the
a look.
eyes
She
at.
side eyed and then she gave Will a look like you
She
gonna
gave
let
Will
I
a
didn't see
look.
her.
I ain't see her
I
look
didn't
at
see her
Will.
look. I didn't see her look
yeah,
at
I
Will. I
saw it.
just saw
I
her
saw
roll her
it.
eye.
I saw it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Cause I got hella stories. Cause I ain't get married at 14, so I still get out here fucking with these toddlers, nigga. I got stories of girls who got them man send me a pussy pic, then a nigga called me like, nigga, I kill you for what, nigga? You cheating? You fucking my bitch? What,
So that's her
nigga?
fault or his fault?
That That's his fault. First of all, it's his fault for going through her phone, because who the fuck do that? Then it's his fault for reaching out. But this is what I'm saying. It's weaponized by toddlers, right? I had a nigga who the only reason that got me we ain't getting to it because my G was bigger than his G. And he came because I bought a bitch her daughter a birthday outfit. I was like, shorty, I don't even fuck with you like that. But your daughter, she had a cute little daughter. Daughter's about to turn 2. I was like, shorty, I ain't fucking with you like that. Like maybe 4 days before her daughter's birthday. But I had already grabbed her daughter outfit. I went to shorty grandma's house and dropped the outfit off at her grandma's house. Was like, look, just give it to the baby. Say it's from you. I just wanted to have it. I don't want no credit. Take the outfit, give it to your grandbaby for her birthday. What you think grandma did? Told the girl, oh, you should have kept fucking with dirty folks. That was a good dude. So now she mad because she can't, damn it, she ain't equipped to fuck with a good dude. So she go call some niggas to try to jump me. Like, over the pretense of her feelings hurt. This nigga said I couldn't afford an $11 outfit. So yeah, damn it, man, he needs to die. Like, these whores are horrible. Men need training on how not to listen to toddlers. Like, these black women is really your ops. Like, I swear to God. And nobody can separate the enemy from a crayon. Because you keep saying black. Like, we all, when you talk about racism, racism is a male construct. Because women are spoils of war. So black men would feel the brunt of racism. So if you look at all the black women in power, they all got white husbands. Even Lori Lightfoot got a white wife. You know what I'm saying? If you look at so they just a white supremacist. You know what I'm saying? Or they put gays in position. You know what I'm saying? They take heterosexual men and they still put them on a pyre. Unless you're a felon, then we'll go have a riot and we'll burn the nation for you. But if you're just a regular dude, it's like, oh my God, bro, these motherfuckers is ops. And and Will Smith, if anything, that's the lesson that I got from it. I said, man, Will Packer ran it. Chris Rock hosted it. Samuel Jackson got a Oscar for saying motherfucker for in 101 movies. You know what I'm saying? And Will Smith jade off over a chick. That's all I saw. All I saw was
That broke it down. That shows me the plight of black men. Like it's like we go real far, and every time we get knocked down, it seems to be over the same situation. And I'm gonna respond to what Vaughn said about racism existing. I'm like, yeah, but here's the thing: it doesn't exist in the same space. It's either a racist situation or it's not. So, and most times, 9 out of 10 times, the situation ain't racism. This had nothing to do with it. The man that was that caused the slap was black. The man who got hit was black, and the one it was all done for was black. There was no white supremacy. There was no white people involved. Matter of fact, this was the one that was put together by a black man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying that we're quick to say these things, and it is when you look at it, majority of the issues that the community has is not even white supremacy. It's not even white people involved. It is the demise of themselves, which is generally over a damn female. You know what I'm saying? And it to me has been the curse. And I mean, come on, look what she's been doing to this man. From August Alsina. Look at how the kids are being raised. You know what I'm saying? Look at, you know, just everything he's accomplished. And this is what everybody's going to remember. And he's got to work his way out of it to do it. And not only is he going to, did he have to bow out of the Academy, he may lose that Oscar that he worked so hard to get that they even was trying to protest for him not getting. You know what I'm saying? Before for like Ali or whatever. And then what was the other one?
wait. The Oscar that he got for King Richard. This is very important.
Yeah.
He got the Oscar for King Richard. Who protested King Richard?
Yep.
Black women.
Yep. Black women protested.
Can I jump in?
Didn't say it was
Yeah, I
enough
went off
for
with that.
on the girls. So ops, man.
Two things. Nobody said that racism had anything to do with what happened between Will and Chris Rock. I didn't. I mean, I don't know if anybody else. I don't see how.
No,
I made the correlation.
I'm gonna address what he said. So, so to make, I mean, that's such a false equivalent. I mean, it's nonsensical. I can't.
No, I was saying it as.
Let me finish. Nobody's saying that racism had anything to do with that. So to draw some kind of parallel of black people, so-called black people's own problems, and to make the assertion that just because black people have their own problems, that all of a sudden that means racism doesn't exist. That, I mean, that's as stupid a comparison as I can imagine. So Yes, black people have their own problems. Yes, black people are complicit in their own demise and own circumstances. All of that stuff. Nobody's letting bad behavior off the hook. That does not mean, however, that the conditions that black people are experiencing have not been adversely affected by racism. That's two different conversations. So yes,
Well,
there's
let me ask this: what percentage?
hold on. I
What
want to address two
percentage?
different things. I don't even want to do that because
Okay,
either it
one
exists or
second.
it don't exist. And if it does
Well,
exist,
no, I mean, but we're comparing it as if it's equal, and it's not
I'm
equal.
not
Like,
I'm not I'm not
No,
comparing I'm
you
not
know, my
comparing
thing is
anything.
like
I'm
90% of
saying,
black people
hold on,
problems
bro.
is
I mean,
black
I
people.
sat here quiet while you talk,
no,
so give me some
let them
courtesy.
rock.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody called it
Yeah,
racism, but let them rock because
give me
everybody
some
talking about.
courtesy. So all I'm saying is, you want to start breaking down the comparisons and percentages and all that. All I'm saying is there is a system in place that exists that creates adversity where there should not be none, where there should
Yes,
not be any adversity.
I agree.
So
It's called the daycare.
so then whatever it is, whatever percentage it is, even if it's 10%, if it's facing that 10%, or if everybody else is facing a lesser degree than that 10%, then there's a societal disadvantage. And I'm gonna leave it right there. We can get statistics and all of that, and we can go there on another show. But the point is that it is a very real thing, and it does exist, and it does adversely impact people who look like me. Oh, I mean, you're an immigrant, so you got a different perspective. You just got here, so maybe it
What do you
don't
mean I
affect
just
you
got? Why
quite
you
the
keep
same.
saying I just got here? I was born here.
Yeah, I'm just saying your connection to the struggle is a little bit different than those of us whose
How's it gonna
grandfathers grew up
struggle is
here.
a struggle, bro.
Your scenario
My dad and my mom's ain't getting no passes. You
your
ain't
your
watch my
scenario
mom. No, my
your
mom's crying. Yo,
your
you ain't have
your
to hear me. Yo,
scenario
let
your
me know. Let me
scenario.
correct you because I gotta
I mean,
correct you.
because I'm still talking, bro. I'm
No,
still
no,
I'm
but
still
I'm
not done.
saying
You can
about
respond when I'm
immigrants
done, but I mean, let me finish.
yeah, but you say immigrants
You
as
can
if
respond when I'm
immigrants
done, but let me finish.
didn't have. Yeah,
You
but
can
you
respond.
discrediting that.
You,
Yeah,
you
no,
can you can
man, no.
respond. You can respond when I'm done, but let me finish. Is all I'm saying. Just like I waited till you were done with all the dumb shit you were
Go ahead,
saying,
I'll
and
address.
then I responded.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
so
I'll
then
address
address
it.
it when I'm done. So, like I said, those who are first generation immigrants or perhaps second generation immigrants, there's a different dynamic at play when your grandfather and his grandfather actually grew up here. There's a different set of circumstances. And so I'm gonna leave that there. You can address that after I'm done. But then the second part is um, with uh, every blaming Jada for what Will's career and the different impact that the different things that are now first adversely affecting Will. Jada can't do anything in Will's life that he does not allow. Just like my wife can't do anything in my life that I don't allow. Because I'm gonna tell you that the first time, if my wife were to come on and embarrass me the way Will has been embarrassed over the last 5, 6, 7, 10 years, she wouldn't be my wife right now. So Will could have disconnected from that scenario at any time. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when she was fantasizing about Tupac publicly, he could have easily disconnected from that scenario. So the fact that he decided, keyword, the fact that he decided to stay hitched to that wagon, that's Will's choice. Translation, that's Will's fault. Because a man is a man. If he decides to stay in that situation, he got to own that. He got to own whatever come with it. And then last, I'm gonna put the cherry on top of this. Let's not forget that these people are actors, right? So everything that you see on TV coming through them has the possibility of being scripted. And I do mean everything from the red table talk with him sitting there with tears in his eyes to him getting up and making an ass out of himself, slapping Chris Rock on the stage, to Jada Pinkett coming out with the fantasies about Tupac, all the way down to her daughter writing letters talking about, she wished Tupac was still here. All of that stuff has the possibility of being scripted. So I can't anchor black people's problems on black women issues just based on the fact that Jada and Will are going through what they're going through, because again, it's TV and there's a whole lot of sensationalism there. And I can show you just about for every scenario, well, not as many because we got a high failure rate of relationships, but we have a healthy amount of successful relationships existing with black men and black women. So, I'm one, Quasi is one, and I got a whole litany of friends who represent the same thing.
I got linear friends that's married. That don't mean that 91% of black women ain't married. All right, here's the thing. Okay, let's break this down. One,
Representing the
it,
black
it
men
was
on there.
it was a racist thing, and I'll tell you why it was a racist thing because the first thing that came out on the red carpet is black man standing up for his woman, which made it racist. Number two, the whole social media thing was uh, Will Smith took the image of black people back 50 years. Everybody is black people made it racist. The irony is nobody else made it racist. Everybody else made it about Will and Jada. But black people definitely took it racist because number three, they the minstrel class, so when minstrels do shit, it represents them. But number two, here's the thing: everything's men's fault. I totally agree. It's not just Will's fault. Everything that happens is men's fault. Not just everything that happens to men. Everything that happens in life is men's fault. Because women ain't gonna take no accountability. It ain't never her fault. So everything's men's fault, which makes everything men's fix. Right? The issue that I have with the colors is they actually listen to girls with clothes on. So now you are allowing somebody to influence something that at the end is only gonna be on your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? If you get rich, she'll ride it out. If you go broke, she'll get divorced. If you go out here and you stomp a dude out, she'll like, that's my man. Until he come back shooting. And like, oh my God, Jay, I know nigga. Like, there is no penalty for tolerance. So there's no benefit for Will to do what he did, but every single day is protect my black queen. I do that shit if it was my girl. You gotta protect your woman from all threats, foreign and domestic, even though she the domestic threat. But I digress. And then because if you don't, part of a huge part of being a man is protection and provision, right? So if I can't protect what's mine, then I'm less than a man, right? So then y'all think the girls is yours, so that's another problem. But that's a huge part of a man's identity. And then for black men, they associate their woman with excellence, right? Which is also stupid. To the point that they judge their manhood based on their women. Nobody else does that. Judges their manhood based on a woman. Everybody does it. I can't listen to that man unless he married. The fuck? So he don't have nothing to say unless he got a bitch that co-sign him. That is black culture. It's a matriarchal culture. You know what I'm saying? Women could be single as a motherfucking day years long, and you'll follow her to the ends of the earth. But this dude better have two wives and a mistress, and they all three get along with matching dashikis to the motherfucking event in order for you to listen to them say 2 plus 2 is 4. It is very much a black thing. Very much so. You know what I'm saying? So, Will Smith, I don't think Will Smith set anybody back. Will Smith is an example of what I see every day from y'all goddamn colors. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that'll throw it all the way over a bitch. I see it every goddamn day.
I'm with you when
I
you're
love
right.
my baby mama. I won't let her
I'm
go.
with you. Hey, I'm with you when you're right. He did make a big mistake in doing that. That was foolish. He does not represent black masculinity or black manhood. He made an ass out of himself. And so, unless we're going to sit here and all agree that to be an ass, to make an ass of yourself, is the height of what represents black masculinity, then he stands on he chose to down that hill by himself. I'm not going, right? I'm
I
not
would say
fighting.
he chose
I
it.
will fight to defend my wife if there's an imminent threat to her safety. But I'm not fighting because somebody cracked a joke that I don't like, or more importantly, that I like but she didn't, because he laughed at first. So I think we're all in
She
unison.
laughed too.
Yeah, I think we
She
all in
laughed too.
unison when we
There
say
was
I
scenes
think
on
we
that.
all in unison when we say that he made an ass of himself in doing that. But somehow, I know the two of you have to find a way to link this to Jada and where
Well,
she falls.
it is a
And then
link
the
because
second
that's
part
what
of
he
that
chose to.
is
Hold on, I want to
that
address
just
that.
because people hold on, bro, I'm mid sentence, bro.
All right, go ahead.
So just because people make it a racial issue does not mean that they're practicing racism. There's two different conversations happening here, right? Racism, the
Thank you.
practice of racism, is not the same as people making something into a racial issue. So just because, protect the black woman, blah, 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 all that conversation comes out, I get it. That really wasn't the place for that conversation. But the people who were having that conversation made it a racial issue, but they were not practicing racism. That's a
I agree
very
with that.
different conversation. Okay. So since you agree, I know Pete ain't gonna agree with that, but since you agree with that, I'll leave it there. Go ahead, Pete.
Well, the part I want to address is with always this attack on immigration. I know, like one, you keep thinking I was born here, so
I know
and my
you were.
parents came right. So to sit here and say I didn't experience, I'm 46 years here. So whatever has gone in, I've experienced. My dad has experienced it. My mother had experienced it, and at the era that it came in, they had it worse because they were counted as black and immigrant, which was worse. You know what I'm saying? The treatment, my mother would tell me that she would get the treatment my father got. The experience is the same. You can't discount the black, so-called black experience just because someone come from somewhere else. Second, fuck. If you believe in that shit, then you think your ass came from Africa. So if anything, your black ass and your family black asses are immigrants. And if you even believe in the truth, actually all the slaves generally came from South America and Central America and the West Indies. This is where they got all the sugar cane and all that from. They got transported through either from there or through there. You know what I mean? Which means majority of the slaves are Caribbean descent or South American descent or Central American descent. And you're saying activists. The Marcus Garvey you rock with is from Jamaica. You don't have an issue with him speaking on black issues. Farrakhan is from Trinidad. Your major folks that has helped, that whether they were in the limelight and big, mainly known, or even on a small level, you know what I'm saying. But we're fighting for the against the oppression on black folks was Caribbean, and they never separated themselves. They've always felt that they were part of that. So to sit here and just say, "Oh well, you're not from here, so you don't know," you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the fuck that mean? If I'm here living here, I'm experiencing the same shit. My neighborhood, I grew up in Brooklyn. Majority of folks was Caribbean, and the same shit that an African American or whatever you want to call it experience, right? Same thing, and actually worse. Because imagine having a fucking accent, and they were not only experiencing the oppression from so-called white supremacy, they was experiencing it from their own folks. Because I remember as a kid, and I'm sure you heard of it, with an African booty scratcher, you know what I'm saying? Haitian body odor, you know what I'm saying? If you were anywhere from the Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? People could say shit about, oh, banana boat. So to sit here and say, like, yo, that Caribbean folks don't have no skin in the game, you bugging.
That's
You
not what I'm saying.
bugging. No, that's what you said.
He said you're a light skinned Thomas Sotomayor.
Right.
That's
That's
what
the same. That's when he said,
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
Light skin, right?
Right
So
there.
I
That's
think
what I'm
it's
saying.
always it's throwing that out there as, and here's the crazy part, right? If it was for reparations and helping the ADOS, you would want that body of people to help you get the reparations for those. They won't get it because they're not considered ADOS per
Don't tell me
se.
what I would want. Ask me what I would want. Don't tell me what I would want.
Well,
Ask
hey,
me.
you're the one who keep calling us out, but I'm sure if you wanted reparations,
No, I don't
you
keep
needed that
calling
body.
them
Would you
out.
not? Would you not want it? Yes or no?
I'm not calling them out. I'm calling you out for your bullshit perspective.
No, but you're calling it out based on the fact that my family's from the Caribbeans.
No, not quite.
How does that make? How does it make me less? No, that's you can
I'll
run
answer
it.
it. I'll
Crazy
answer
can
it.
run the playback.
I'll answer it. I don't have a problem answering it. I stand on what I said. What I'm
is that?
saying is what I'm
What are
saying
you
is
saying?
I'm not saying that Caribbean people don't experience racism or African people who immigrate here don't experience racism. What I'm saying is oftentimes their perspective is skewed. And I think what allows their perspective to be skewed is they're disconnected. They're disconnected. Many of them are disconnected from the struggle that people whose grandfathers grew up here, great grandfathers grew up here. Many of you come over here and you're disconnected from that struggle. And so you tend to
How
have
do
a
you got?
let me
How do you
finish. Let me
disconnect?
finish my answer. Let me
Can
finish
you
my
explain
answer.
disconnected? Can you
I
explain
will.
what you mean by
I will.
disconnected?
I will. So many of you, when you're asked about racism, you say shit like, it's you sound like right wingers. You know what I mean? Who say they complaining about nothing. But meanwhile, if you ask foundational Black Americans, people who are from here, whose grandfathers and their grandfathers were here, all for the most part, you'll see 90+% in pretty much in alignment with the fact that it exists. It's not until you get, people who with less skin in the game. I won't say no skin in the game, but oftentimes less skin in the game, kind of coming over here talking that shit like, it's a figment of our imagination. Like you just got here a generation or two ago, but 7, 8, 9, 10 generations of Black folk been making this shit up. That's what I'm saying.
That you got a misconception, right? So first of all, just like the 7, 10 generations, they were here too. Second, you know what I'm saying? Because who knows, your grandpappy could have been pulled from Jamaica,
My
Dominican
grandfather,
Republic,
my
grand,
grandfather,
grand hey, grandpappy,
my
grandfather,
my
whatever, great,
grandfather, not
right?
whatever, my grandfather. I don't have a
All right.
grandfather.
the great greats, all the way back to 7 generations, right, could have came from the Caribbean, unless you've done an ancestral and went that back. You don't even know where they're derived from. The
Okay.
second thing is, what you're talking about. They're not talking about that racism don't exist. What they're saying is you are here with all these benefits and you're doing nothing with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly my
And
point.
and,
Right
and
there.
I'll tell you this: listening to my father
That's
being in the
exactly my point.
household, my father grew up poor in Trinidad, same way poor folks here. Worked his way, worked at Shell Oil. At the age of 16, had to steal his brother's birth certificate so he could get a job because he wasn't 18. You know what I'm saying? To
That's
come
exactly
here,
my point.
and here's the thing, he like, yo, he like, what these niggas doing on the street? There's so many opportunities, and they're not doing nothing. They're getting free everything. There's no welfare in Trinidad. Not at the level America has it. You're like, yo, you getting free housing, free fucking food that he can't get because he's working and he's middle class, but he can only afford to live in certain areas. And so he's watching motherfuckers ain't doing shit,
The
watching these
system.
mothers ain't doing shit. And it got nothing to do with white supremacy. It got shit to do with motherfuckers don't want to do nothing.
Well,
And
if
they
if
mama ain't raising them right. And right, they ain't getting out doing shit.
if so, if
Motherfuckers
you're
ain't even, look, motherfuckers ain't out there doing shit. He like, yo, they could get educated.
there,
Especially in the 80s and 90s, yo, you could have easily got a degree because they had the Pell Grant, and it was another grant that they had, and student loans. You also could have easily learned a trade because through all these programs they had, you could have got a trade.
there's
I
always
remember,
a degree of people who ain't doing shit. But
right?
if
Yeah, but when he
if your
sees it, but when
if
you
your
live in a
father was
black,
so
hold on,
great,
let me know.
if
You
your
said
father
I'll
was so
let you
great, then
finish.
why
I'll
didn't he
let
do
you
great in
finish.
Trinidad?
No, I'll let you finish.
If he was so
And
great, why didn't he do great in
I'll
Trinidad?
let you
Why you
finish.
gotta come
But
over
I'll
here?
let you finish. I'll let you finish.
But you're rambling. So
I'll
go ahead.
let you finish.
Why didn't he do great in his own homeland? Why you got to come over
Listen,
here? If the women over here
I'll
ain't
let
shit,
you. Here we go. I'll
why
let
don't
you
you have what
finish.
you want?
You see, now I'll be the one that's wrong, right? Thank you.
I'm saying, but you keep
No,
rambling,
let me.
and then you start
Maybe
repeating
let me
yourself
can
because you
I
don't want
finish?
nobody to say nothing. So
Can I
you repeat
finish?
yourself until
But can
until
I
you think of
finish,
another
bro?
talking
Can
point.
I finish?
Make a point,
Can
make
I
a point, and
make?
then
I
close
make.
it out, and then let me
I'm
respond.
making my point, but I can't make my point if you keep interrupting me.
Make a point, close it out, and let me respond. Don't keep making point, and then I got to try to remember 7, 8, 9 points. Come on, man. Let's have a reasonable conversation.
And that's
Make a
how
point
you
and let me
go. And
address it.
as you do the same thing,
I do.
right? You do the same thing. You go.
All
This
right.
is why I interrupt because you have made several different ways. Even your questions are loaded like with 10 different things. And so when a motherfucker try to reply, you be like, well, hold up. There's more to the question because I want to fine tune it to the point where I can just trap you in this little box so you can agree.
All
We
right, give
know
me
how
one
you
point at a
respond.
time.
So my
Give me
point
one
is
point at a time.
I'm addressing your issue by saying we have no skin in the game, right?
I didn't
Just
say
like
no skin.
you don't
I
even
didn't
know
say
where you don't even know where your great granddaddies and mommies came from,
I do.
right?
I do
You
actually.
know to what degree.
Well, you asked me my great
Y'all
granddaddy.
get up.
I
That's
know
So,
just gonna be the
exactly where.
topic.
well, my thing is this. Either way,
Okay, so we're
right?
gonna change it. Okay.
They had the same fight in the game. No, I mean I'm saying you don't know.
I do
You
know. I
don't.
just told you.
Okay, so
I
how
just
many
told you I
generations
know.
could you? How many generations far can you go back?
I can go 4
You
generations
ain't
back.
got the answers, Kanye.
You're right.
I can go
So,
4 back.
okay, so the fourth generation, what year were they born?
Right here in America.
Okay, what year? I didn't
Leave it
ask
there.
where. I said what year.
Man, I mean, I got paperwork. I have to go dig that shit up. I can't give
Then
you
go
that
dig it
right
up.
here. But I can tell you that my grandfather's grandfather right here.
Okay. And what's
Now
the
you can
difference?
take that or leave it. You can call me a liar if you want to. I'm saying take
I'm
it or
saying,
leave it.
and
That's
so,
what it
and
is.
what's the difference of a Caribbean person coming over here or other black folks coming here and dealing with the same thing that black folks that were born here do?
Well,
You know what
one
I'm
of the
saying?
differences is, let me answer. One of the differences, and this is so stark because you come over here with these stereotypes and you say shit like, y'all don't work hard, that's why you don't have it. And that's your fundamental belief as to why black folk here, especially 50, 60, 70 years ago, that's your fundamental belief that the reason that black folk are in the condition that we're in over here is because we just haven't earned it. We haven't worked hard enough. You see, and that's where our stories disconnect. That's where our ideologies disconnect. Because, and I guarantee you, if you talk to your mentor right here, Oak, he'll give you a better understanding than that bullshit that you got right there. You go back 75 years, it ain't black folk ain't just not having it because they don't work hard enough. You see, but again, that's where you're fundamentally flawed. And so
Well,
that's why I don't even talk racism.
well, I'm gonna say fundamentally
except for
you're
the-
flawed
except for
because
the
yes, we gave up being middle class, right?
Huh?
Right. The black folks gave up being middle class. They didn't want to work anymore. You know what I'm saying?
All right, because y'all getting off topic, so let me help out. Let me help.
Rescue your student. Rescue
let
your
me-
student. 'Cause This dude, he don't
let me
know.
help out.
He lost.
Let me help out. Um, Caribbean people have had a very strong effect
Yes.
on Black American history.
Yes.
The Marcus Garvey Pan African movement,
Absolutely.
all that shit. Wait. The reason that they had such a strong, even your father, the reason they had such a strong connection to the color, because everybody want to be a color. The reason they had a strong connection to the color is because they came over here with their struggle. I'm not even gonna say their cultural norm. They came over here for a better life with their girl. They didn't try to get an American girl because these bitches ain't shit. Flip side to Vaughn's point, there's a different criteria because whether you're from the Caribbean or Africa or whatever, you're not black. Only Americans call you black because they based on crayon. When you're from other places, you're Nigerian, Kenyan, Senegalese, whatever. So the hiring mechanism isn't the same. So it's easier for a Kenyan to get a job than an American black. Well, it was up until like the 1980s. You know, my grandfather had to drive trucks for a year for free just to prove a black man could drive a stick shift and to be able to feed his family. So there was a different struggle based on culture, based on cultural norms. Both of y'all made points, but both of y'all off the topic. But I understand y'all point.
We can
But
flip. We can go on with the show.
But I
I don't want to
understand
talk
what y'all.
racism with somebody who
But
don't.
the show,
who don't
but the
believe
show
in
was
racism.
about the show was just shooting shit.
Yeah, we just freestyle. We
Yeah,
just
right.
shooting shit.
It ain't no whatever.
But you know, goddamn man, Gorilla and Alchemist, they could argue for 2 hours straight.
And look, this is why I'm glad you here because I don't have to keep going back and forth with him over dumb shit when I got thorough understanding right next to me, right? So I know that I can make a point and then I can bring you in and you're gonna for the most part you're gonna co-sign what it is that I'm saying, and then P can stand on that island all by himself because ain't nobody rocking with that dumb shit anymore.
Yep, on a Trinity Island with a
Von
coconut.
keep
in the
throwing
mix.
Von keep throwing them haymakers.
Right, right. He
Hey,
throwing,
you got
want to discredit. Look, at the end of
Yeah,
the
I'm
day,
discrediting that bullshit.
you can't discredit Caribbean people for whatever.
I'm
it's
not
worth.
discrediting Caribbean people. I'm
All
discrediting
right,
you.
but well, you do. You be saying, well, you ain't got no skin in the game.
Nah,
I hate when we come
you.
here and say that. Look,
It's you.
here's the thing. My dad came in the 70s, right? Like
It's
he
you.
said, until the 80s, you couldn't get nothing, right? So,
Yeah.
according to what Oak is saying, right? So, from the 80s, you got the 90s, 2000, 2010s. Now we're in the 2020. We're basically decades in? You know what I'm saying? Which is about 3 generations, right? Because a generation is generally every 14 years. So you mean to tell me about 3 generations in, we still crying about the same shit? Like motherfucker shit ain't right, not because of white supremacy or white whatever. It's because
We don't
motherfuckers
work
don't
hard
want
enough
to do
because we
shit.
lazy, right?
Huh?
That's it. It's because we lazy, right? That's
Anybody, America has the greatest opportunities for anybody.
there you go.
And you can make money with
Just
don't
say it.
matter
Pete.
on
Black
race.
people ain't shit. Just say it. Black people ain't shit, and your
Oh yeah,
people are
because I
everything.
told you, black
Yeah,
people
that's
are really women, gays, and felons.
Blah blah blah.
There we go. Right.
So let's talk about something else. We have the understanding. We got the understanding. Your understanding is that the black people here ain't shit, and that your people who had to leave their island to come here for a better life, that they're better than we are. I get it. What's the next topic?
Like they ain't going down to Dominican Republic to get them BBLs.
Blah blah blah.
Why they ain't doing here in America since they
But
so
wait. If you already wait. Time out. If they already in Dominica, they ain't got to go to Dominican to get it. They just go down the street. So that helps.
No, they fly to DR to get them ass plants. The dudes fly to get their teeth fixed.
Hey, here's a
Most
question.
they
Here's a question for you.
motherfuckers is getting their
But I'm,
torso stretched.
but
Here's
I'm
a
saying they
question for
already
you.
down there. They already down there though. So I
Here's
mean,
a
you don't
question
have to
for
go
you, Pete.
nowhere.
Here's a question for you,
But
Pete.
they go
Since
out
since
the country, right?
here's a question for you. Since your people are so hardworking and so brilliant, why do they have to come here for a better life? Why can't they fix up their own shit?
Just because the economy is
Bro,
economy
fix it.
politics.
Fix it. Fix it.
Why? Go where would you not go to
I'm
Africa?
saying.
Let me say this: would you not go to Africa if there was an opportunity to make
I'm
money?
just saying. You just
Would
said.
you not go another country? Like you have to understand, every person is an immigrant.
I wish I
Men
had
have
some
traveled, right? Men, think about it. America was built because motherfuckers couldn't fix their country. They came over here for a better life. Every other race.
Hey, Karen got something to say. Y'all see that
Africa, most
comment?
Africa going through this
What you
shit.
say?
Africans come here. Nobody tell Africans to do this. And I'm not telling them to look. The thing is that they want opportunity. And that's where it's at.
Why can't you
And
create
when a country economics is poor, and there's
All right,
nothing
all right, time out. All right,
to where it's at. Right?
wait.
It's no different than
With
look,
the-
you were born in
with-
Chicago. Hold on, let me finish this. Oh, you were born in Chicago. Opportunity was for you in Georgia. Now, why you ain't stay in Chicago? Raise your family and stay there, since that's where you from, and make a better life. Then no, because you knew Chicago wasn't. You couldn't change Chicago, so you went somewhere that was adequate to what you were doing, whether it was a job opportunity or a better place to raise your family.
You always telling me why I do shit. Just ask me why, and I'll tell you. You always telling me what I did and why I did it. You don't even know me like that, bro. You don't know me like that.
Here we
You don't
go.
know shit about why I did what I
Tell me,
did.
why did you not stay in Chicago? Where you from?
Because the military moved me from Chicago. That's it.
Okay, but then when you
You know I left for
why
a
you go
greener
back to Chicago?
opportunity. Huh?
Why you ain't go back to Chicago?
Because
Why
where
did
I
you go
got
to
out
the
of the
military?
I'll answer you because when I was getting out of the military, my plan was to go back to Chicago. But as I was getting out of the military, I got offered a really good job right here. I got offered a good job in St. Louis. I got offered a real good job right here in Jacksonville, and I had a real good opportunity right here in Southeast Georgia, right here in Savannah. And I liked the weather, so I took the job where my kids were already in school, so I wouldn't have to transfer them. And it's good. But Oak is in Chicago. He make decent money. I know plenty of brothers in Chicago that make decent money. So I could have gone back to Chicago and made decent money.
Like I'm saying, most.
All right, hold on. The chat want a new topic. Chat want a new topic. I'll set that topic down with this. If y'all want to talk about Western Hemisphere blacks, except for Haiti, everything is about the system. Haiti's the only one that can say, "Yo, we fucked up. We got to get up out of here." Everybody else is based on the system. So if the system is bad, then the people gonna suffer. If the system is good, then you gonna eat. So we'll shut it down. What's the next topic, man? Because there's a race tired of this topic, and I'm kind of tired of this topic too. So,
Me too. Me too. Where we at? What we talking about?
I don't know, Crazy. Where the questions at, bro?
Quasi ain't got no question. Quasi today. Quasi he been drinking wine since like 4 hours ago.
Right.
That's why he sent the group chat like, yo, I ain't got shit, yo. We just gonna freestyle life. Like, nigga, I can't even get my bow tie on straight today. I'm fucked up, yo.
But look,
Crazy.
Hey, I took that last Cash App donation. I bought me a hat, so next show I'm rocking.
Now, look, I'm not the only one that blame black women. Crazy blame his wife for getting pregnant. Now, he would never take accountability that his pull-out game is trash.
Well, first of all, Quasi, first of all, I'm on Quasi's side. It's not his fault. She be sleeping in the west spot and then getting pregnant. That's on her, man. That's on her.
Nah. We already told him last time his pull-out game is trash.
I mean, his pull-out game is trash, but when he do pull out.
9?
But then I know he on 8. But then I call out 9 last show.
Hey, man.
I said watch 9. He's gonna have a 9th one. Cause look, Crazy.
You said 8th one because it's a 7 on. It's 7 on deck right now.
7 on
deck. 8 on the way, and the 9th one coming right after.
Hey, drop them cash apps because Quasi definitely needs the money, man.
He damn so we got an 8 just for his kid for the 8th. Just for the 8th one.
Hey, Quay.
We got a question. We got a question. It says millennials today are very disrespectful to their elders. Who is at fault for that?
Women. So check this out. You know what I'm saying? No, women. All right, drop the what's the name link in the comments so people can come on, man. We might as well let people take this out. But women are to blame. Check this out. How is it not? So if you telling me that all these niggas is deadbeat, all these niggas is running, all if he LeBron, you did it by yourself, but he go to jail, the daddy ain't there. Who? I watch how y'all talk to kids. Women don't like children anyway. So the fact that they disrespectful, they just mirroring what they get from they home. You know what I'm saying? Kids can only emulate what they see. So y'all just horrible fucking mothers. Y'all horrible human beings. So the kids are horrible. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all 2-3 generations from everybody getting earth in this bitch. Um, I'm in Chicago. This is daycare central. So I know how y'all toddlers get out. Y'all don't give a fuck about shit. A man can't even check y'all kids. Y'all run outside with a motherfucking bat. Don't talk to my son and tell my son don't to steal your car radio. Matter of fact, there's at least 3 stories in Chicago of 11-year-old carjackers, and one got killed by the person, and the mama came out. He ain't have to kill the baby. It was nothing but a car. Look, horrible, horrible coaching leads to horrible players. Y'all horrible fucking coaches. But y'all got too much pride to give the motherfucking kid to a better coach.
You
So
say
fuck
horrible
it.
coaching or horrible culture?
Horrible coaching and horrible culture. But horrible coaching leads to horrible players. So we have a culture of horrible coaches, then you'll have a culture of horrible people. So if they disrespectful, you didn't teach them to say yes ma'am, no ma'am. You didn't teach them to hold open doors open for them. You didn't teach your daughter to stop cursing people out because they held the door open for them. You that's women. That's an easy one.
It, can I jump in here real quick?
Sure,
If we go back to um, when whatever time frame you agree that we had strong cultural values and strong cultural network, what decade would you go to for that?
1990.
1990. So
And
you say
I don't even just mean family. You just talking about a strong cultural network. We ain't even
yeah.
talking about 2-parent household. We're just talking about
No, I'm
people.
talking about what
And
the question was about the kids, right? So I'm kind of doing it in that vein. So what I'm saying is when I say strong culture, I'm talking about including families, strong
Loaded
families.
question.
it's a loaded question,
It
but
is low.
including family, shit, 1950s.
1950. Okay, so because I mean again I don't want to just show up at 2022 and be like, bam, look at these bitches. No, I kind of want to see where if
No,
we can
yeah,
have
I got you.
penetration.
I got you. Baby boomer men
Okay,
are horrible. Baby boomer men are white women with black dicks. That's the base of it. So that's the generation that bucked all tradition. So even before redlining, the reason that redlining was lightweight created, um, is because when the black men had homes, when women were property like they fucking supposed to be, because they want to be property, they want you to pay for everything, make every decision, make all the plans, goddamn it, man, provide, protect. You want to be my 4-year old, but then you want to have a voice. Fuck wrong with you? Anyway, the when men treated women like chattel property because he had a job at the factory, but he still brought that check home to his wife and let her pay the bills because he read at the 3rd grade education. You know what I'm saying? Everything was cool. She felt empowered because she got to spend his money how she wanted to after she paid the bills. You know what I'm saying? He felt like a man because he provided for his family. She felt protected. The kids still felt threatened because mama just still sent that nigga off like Jada Smith, like when your daddy get home, I'm gonna have him whip everybody. He don't even know what happened. He just come home like my mama said whip you. Bunch of Jada Smith ass bitches. They've always been Jadas. Anyway, and when that was going on, when that economy was happening, it was because men felt ownership to the woman, not of the woman, but to the woman, right?
okay, all right.
The baby boomers came out and said everything that y'all did was fucked up. So you had 3 or 4 generations since 1860. Well, let's say 1890. Let's say since the Great Migration. Since 1890, when people went to Chicago, Detroit, Oklahoma, whatever, you had all of these men finding jobs to protect to provide for a family, and they all lived in the same community. You, your mama, your grandma all lived in a 3-block radius, so you knew who was gonna babysit your kids. You know, if the kids gonna go to grandma's house after school, when you get off work, you was gonna stop at grandma's house, take them home. You know what I'm saying? The entire community could whip your kid because the entire community you grew up with. All your neighbors was people that your parents went to school with. All y'all was there. You know what I'm saying? So it really wasn't so much it was community because it was communal, which makes a community, but it was communal. The baby boomers were the first people to take their families away from their nucleus, whether it was across town or across country. The baby boomers' entire life was sex, drugs, rock and roll. The reason I say the 1950s because the 1960s, when the baby boomers was fucking everything moving, by the 1970s they started the whole trend of blended families. You know what I'm saying? They were
Of
putting giving
what?
y'all movies
Repeat that. You start a whole trend of what?
blended families. Remember, in 1970s, that's when dudes started saying, well, if she got one baby, one side baby, I could deal with her. You know what I'm saying? She got one shorty. So 1970, and I came up in the 1980s hearing this. Man, she only got one baby, man. You know, I take care of one other nigga baby. Then, boom, 1980s, 1990s, they just pop up with two babies by other niggas. Oh, man, yeah, it's a little stress. So the family dynamic got fucked up when men stopped caring about family. Well, that's not true. Men never really gave a fuck about family. They gave a fuck about women, and then ended up with a family, right?
Men never cared about family.
That wasn't their initial thing. It wasn't that I'm coming in here to be a family. It's like I come here because I love this woman, and then together, the family comes, right?
Can we talk a little bit about um, primal urges, right? And you correct me if you think I'm wrong on this, but I, my understanding is that a man's sex drive exists because primarily because he wants to get his seed into the next generation. Does that sound logical to you? Oh, where's the time? There we go.
I don't know, crazy minute.
Does that sound logical to you?
Now I
That
muted you. I just muted you while he was talking, but I'm
yeah. So
Yeah,
let me repeat the
it's
question.
a fucking natter, right? I heard the question.
Okay, go
Yes,
ahead.
all the reason that you talk to that girl at the bus stop is because of a sexual urge, whether it's a
Yes.
reproductive urge or not, but a sexual urge. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in a healthy scenario, right? We ain't talking about these dudes today that just want to bust a nut. That's different. I'm talking about the origin of where that urge comes from, right? And so, in a healthy scenario, that urge is primarily existing because we trying to plant our seed and get our lineage into the next generation.
No, you're just trying to bust a nut. No, I mean
You,
because even before the
you think that's the
1950s,
reason
they
for it?
had shotgun marriages, they had scenario. It was just socially frowned upon. So you try to protect your daughter, her chastity, and then you know what I'm saying, somebody violated her chastity. I got an older sister that was in a shotgun marriage. Fuck with this dude, got pregnant at 16 and put the guns on her. Was like, yo, you gonna marry her? Um, so that happened,
But I
but
mean, I think that's true for every male species on the planet, though. That 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 the reason that we're so sexually charged and so sexually driven is I get it that the feeling is good, right? But there's a responsibility that comes along with that,
I
right?
agree
And
with that.
okay, and then there's a protection associated with that responsibility because
I
we're
agree with
going to
that.
be there. Okay, so then if that's not happening, right? If we got men producing babies and they're disconnected from those from their product, that's an indication of a cultural problem, right? Not necessarily that the women are just all of a sudden bad. That's a cultural issue. Would you say that it's a lot? Would you agree that it's a larger issue than just oh, all of a sudden the women are just terrible, or do you
No,
think that?
they always been terrible. The but two things can be true. So if you look at the free love '60s that created the single mama '70s,
Yeah,
then the free love '60s was a cultural thing. The Jimi Hendrix, Jefferson Airplane, Let's Pop Acid and Fuck Behind the Tree culture created the single parent pandemic of the '70s.
okay.
So I agree, but I'm saying that the intent of them having sex at Woodstock wasn't to procreate; it was to be anarchists, really. But you know what I'm saying? What? But I'm just saying that the sex preceded the family, right? If I like you and you be like I miss my period, I'm like fuck it, we gonna ride it out, shorty. If I don't know you, give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I
what's
think
up,
though.
Terrence?
Go ahead, bro.
What's up, Terrence? You want to hop on the live?
What up,
Come on,
Terrence?
the
Yeah,
link.
jump in, man. Come on in.
Jump in with us, brother.
Terrence a sharp brother. That's a sharp cat.
Hey, shout out to Terrence, man. Terrence has been supportive of me for years, man. Um, Subscribe to the soap. Yo, I got more soap too, but anyway, man, support my business, man. I
And
think it's
Terrence ain't give Pete no love. He just, he shot at everybody but Pete, but it's all right.
that's crazy.
That's because you just said his granddaddy wasn't shit.
Look, a lot of that great, shit. A lot of motherfuckers wasn't shit. My
Hey,
daddy wasn't shit.
hey, low key though,
He
Terrence
was
mama,
dead, but that motherfucker was
hey,
and everything.
Terrence mama, man, I'm finna embarrass him though. Terrence mama about 90, nigga, and you can look at, she look 90, but you can look at her and be like, nigga, in her day, nigga, like, yeah. I'm surprised he don't have more siblings. I could tell, like, in 1930, his mama was the shit, my nigga.
Mm.
Anyway,
That's-
but,
hey,
you know what I'm saying?
hey, them fighting words back in the day, boy.
You know what I'm saying? So, but
Hey,
yeah,
y'all
man.
do me
So,
a favor. All y'all watching on Facebook, come over to the YouTube stream so we can get these views up on YouTube.
Yeah.
but, but yeah, so I okay. One is not indecisive than the other. So here's my thing. Here's my thing. If I go to Freaknik 95 and me and six of the guys bust a chick, that's a bonding moment between me and the guys. That's not a bonding moment between me and the chick. Cause me and the guys gonna go back to Chicago like, yo, nigga, Freaknik was wild. I don't even know Shorty. She from West Virginia or something. You know what I'm
Would
saying?
you would you agree that what we would experience, what we were experiencing during Freaknik in 1995, that's an expression of a devalued and a devolved culture.
But it was I can agree with that if you can agree that it started in 1965 with the Boomers in Woodstock. So who gave you that devalued cultural norm? You
Yeah,
feel what I'm saying?
I can rock back to 65 with you on that. I go back even further than that, but I'm with you on that.
I could go further. Like, what about like the Chicago World Fair, or the World Fair went over all over, right? I mean, you don't
I'm
think
not,
motherfuckers was going there fucking and sucking and doing all kind
Oh,
of shit,
oh yeah, that was like the Super Bowl back in the
right?
1910s. Yeah,
So
I'm not
everybody was
familiar
like,
with
"Yo, we
that.
done cross seas pussy."
I'm not familiar
So
with that. You said Chicago World Fair?
yeah. Every I think it's every year there's a World Fair. It's every 10 years, and Chicago
I think
hosted it.
yeah, that's how you got Coney Island. That's how you got Navy Pier in
Yeah,
Chicago. Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
shout out to Ferris Wheels. Wherever Ferris Wheel is, shout out to you, World Fair host 1909. Um,
I mean, I think
the
that's just always been. Anytime you just had a
his
group of people.
not, but it's not about the sex, bro. She's talking about the culture. She's talking about the disrespect, right?
Hmm.
Disrespect is endemic of the culture you in, but culture is regional, right?
Hmm.
So Chicago having one of the Chicago, Detroit, the whole Midwest, Ohio, all that shit, just the toilet bowl of America. The whole wherever Lake Michigan touches, you know what I'm saying, Wisconsin, wherever Lake Michigan touches, the devalued culture comes from the devaluation of anything that is orderly, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
So when they start yelling fight the power, what they saying is fight the structure. And they tell you fight the power structure. They cut it short and say fight the power. Fight the
Yep.
power structure. Okay, cool. We can fight the power structure because it's easy to destroy. What do we have to replace? Right?
Right.
Okay, cool. When it's time to go in that room to say, man, this is how we're gonna replace it, blacks are the only people that include women in that room. That's why nothing gets replaced. Right?
Hmm.
Because honestly, women like the structure as it is because the structure is based on women. White women, but women. And black women receive those benefits. So so now you're in a place that once again, there's no penalty for toddlers, right? So you can't check their kid. These mothers will come and beat up the football coach. You know what I'm saying? At a little league game. They're, and
They out of
these
order.
chicks is
They out of order.
unhinged. And then
They,
turn around 4 years later, like my baby ain't never hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like
okay, let me
that,
ask you this, bro. If
these chicks is
Got your
unhinged.
fan.
So,
Hold on. Oh, you got your fan Elizabeth. See him on here.
yeah, she said, oh,
so
she said, oh,
Hmm.
talk to
uh,
her.
I ain't thinking about this nigga. She ain't showed me a titty yet. Pop a titty, Liz. I don't even listen to girls with clothes on. That's why I be ignoring this.
Hey, hey, Man, I lost my train of thought. I should have wrote that down. Damn it. I forgot. It'll come back to me.
Well, last time it was bitching and Vaughn.
Say what now?
I said last time it was Mitch and Vaughn, so it might be Liz and Oak this time.
No, Mitch is my guy, man. Mitch is my guy.
Yeah.
By the way, where is Mitch?
Where is Mitch? Where is Mitch?
Mhm.
Let me drop the link, man. Hey, P, you ain't dropped the link for Mitch, man.
Hey, look.
Bring Mitch. Maybe Mitch will cam
The
up.
way my Facebook is set up,
Bring Mitch in, man. Maybe he'll
nothing
cam
for
up.
another
With us.
48 hours.
I got a question.
Mhm.
Why y'all think this Will Smith situation has got, I mean, like, the world so shooken up right now?
Why is the world shooken up?
Yeah, why is it so
This
shooken
black
up?
people world is shooken up.
Ain't sick enough. This is just the gossip of the week. Niggas just waiting for the next scandal. Motherfuckers ain't shook up.
Nah. You know, man, I think I don't know. I think it's just a bunch of sensationalized garbage. I honestly, I don't even think it's real. To be honest with you, I think the whole scenario was contrived, and you know, so at this point, I said this earlier on Facebook. At this point, man, I think it wouldn't surprise me if Will Smith gets turned on by public embarrassment.
The
I
thing
wouldn't
is,
doubt it.
I think anytime they come on the scene, they trend longer.
Yeah, well, you know, for a long time they was hashtag relationship goals, right? Hashtag Black America's favorite couple, right? And meanwhile, the whole time they was dysfunctional as hell. So, but that's because I think a large part of why they were quote unquote hashtag relationship goals is because we don't know what the hell we're looking for in relationships anyway. And so anything that looks good, at least on camera, still pictures or whatever, that, you know, if the smile is pretty enough and the clothes are nice enough, we want to do what they doing. Even though we don't realize that, you know, maybe August Alsina was, you know, having sex with more than just Jada. Word on the street is, you know, maybe he was dabbling throughout the family. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I'm just saying, you know, they got a lot of things going on that the average American family down on this level where we at, if we were privy to the information, we probably wouldn't want to model ourselves after what they have. But because Hollywood put them front and center, they put on nice clothes, they smile real pretty, they make a lot of money. We think that that's what the goal is, rather than functional
Hey, I want
communities.
to say to everybody out there viewing, quit being scared to pull up. Pull up.
Yeah.
Come on, don't be shy, y'all. Hop on.
Well, hey, look, my relationship goal is Flavor Flav.
Oh, he's my guy. He's who I'm modeling my slave pack
Mhm.
from.
Yeah,
What's
hey.
up, cuz? That's my little cuz, Jasmine. What's going on, baby?
But now I agree with you on that, Vaughn. Like people were just upset because they were. I mean, they were the it couple. Was it the '90s? Was when
Yeah.
they, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it was like Jada was kind of, even though she only had like kind of hood level career, she was part of Hood Classics. Set It Off, Menace to Society. She was even in what's your boy Eddie Murphy,
Oh, Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor. So and Jada was like the bamboo earrings, at least two pair type girl, right? Round the way chick. And so she got with like Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? Before anybody really knew about her love affair with Tupac, we just was like, oh, you fuck with Pop, like that's your people's, because it was coming off like that was her brother at first.
Right, like a play brother, right?
Yeah, and so everybody, oh shit, Tupac your play brother, and then Will Smith is rising from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Mr. 4th of July, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, he kept it hood. He didn't get no white chick. He got a round-the-way black girl. You know what I'm saying? Which was, that was it. Power couple 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, successful man, black man with a seemingly successful black woman who seems to still be, down to earth or down the hood. So watching that fall apart is kind of distraught, especially because young motherfuckers don't give a fuck. My son probably don't care. It ain't really important because he like whatever. he probably just like, oh shit, he slapped him on stage. But our era of people are like, oh shit, like what happened to the Will and Jada we fell in love with in the '90s? You know what I'm saying?
I never liked it.
And so, that was it. And so yeah, it's I don't think it's hurting America. It's just hurting really Black America because it's like, other than them, who else was really a public figure other than Beyonce and Jay-Z? But people kind of,
Hey,
Y'all think the
you know,
Caucasians staying on code?
huh?
look,
Y'all think the Caucasians staying on code?
as far as what?
Hey, they all look like they saying the same thing online towards this situation.
About Will?
Yep.
What are they saying?
It's indefensible. I mean, what can you say?
No,
What
I'm
he
saying
did?
I don't know what Caucasians are saying.
No,
Nah,
I wouldn't.
they totally slamming Will right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
as they should, and black, if black people knew any better, black folk would too, because what he did was indefensible. It was trash.
Hmm.
But I don't know, man. I think if you think about what a real marriage is, right? Like black, you got a real marriage, I got a real marriage. If you look at Hollywood, anytime you see marriages that spend a lot of time in the limelight, I say that entire marriage is for entertainment purposes primarily. I won't say only, but I'll say primarily. So when you look at Denzel and his wife, you don't hear nothing about his wife. When you see Samuel Jackson and his wife, you don't hear nothing about his wife. But
Right.
Will and Jada, you know what I mean? You got to hear all about their sexual exploits and then who cheating on who. Beyonce and Jay-Z, you got to hear about who cheating on who. Once they start doing that and that stuff started becoming public, I think
I
that
agree.
relationship is largely for
It's
entertainment
largely,
purposes.
yeah.
And the
I
problem
agree.
though is that we get it twisted, and because we don't know what real relationships look like, that they're much more quiet, much more tame. People at home watching Netflix and just relaxing, eating popcorn together. We think, many of us, I won't say we, but I'm gonna say a lot of people think that this is what real love is because they put this image out here that Will and Jada and Jay-Z and Beyonce and even if you want to go to the white side, you can say Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt.
Right.
Like once you start seeing all these dysfunctions in public, that shit is for entertainment, man. And we don't have many people don't have a discerning eye and a discerning ear to differentiate what's real and what's not, separate the game from the truth. And that's
Well,
what we getting caught up in.
I agree and then I disagree.
All
I
right.
think a lot of relationships are that. Um, hence is why you have a great, divorce rate. You know what I'm saying? 50%. It's a 50-50 shot.
Yep.
Those who actually go through it, and then there's a percentage of people who want to, but they just can't afford to. And we saw the same shit Jada and Will distribute, dysfunctional relationship. We saw it all over. It wasn't just them. You know what I mean? So it wasn't that. Um, so I think we
I'm not
like
saying
it.
that there's my fault.
But then we like it because we've been used to seeing it. To me, the best relationship is Ike and Tina.
Shout out to Ike. Shout out to Ike. Ike
And
is the most
they didn't
underrated.
book on Ike, man.
Yeah, Tina wasn't no victim, man. She just lost a couple, won a couple.
Right.
But shout out to Ike. Here's
Because when she was sad at the fair, and I asked her what's wrong, and she'd be just moping for a few days, and then I just got slapped her.
yeah,
And
that was out of pocket. I could have kept that one. But here's why Ike and Tina, and to an extent, Will and Jada have in common to me. But to a lesser extent with Will and Jada, because Jada had a name, she just wasn't big.
Mhm.
Ike found a bitch in a trailer park and made her somebody,
Yep.
right? And that is a relationship. Relationships are boring, but girls think things are going to be supposed to be exciting. They always want a fucking vacation or a date night or some goofy shit. Bitch, sit the fuck down, nigga. I'm watching TV. You watch TV. The fuck? But that they're perpetual children, so you expect nothing less. But that's what women think relationships. Men think relationships are when you hit the light switch, the light came on. You know what I'm saying? The key still work when you try to open the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you straight. Like, I extend to you of what I have for myself. Plus, I entertain you here and there. But this ain't about entertainment, motherfucker. This is about duty.
Mm-hmm.
Women think it's supposed to be, I don't have to do shit. You need to get a chef in this bitch. I need a housekeeper. I don't want to do shit in my life. Because I got a pussy. Hear me roar. But you didn't, I can get the pussy. Look, girls is dumb. The relate the but yeah, I like the Ike and Tina because Ike made Tina.
Mm-hmm.
But Ike and Tina is also dysfunctional because Ike knew Tina was a buster. Tina was fucking everybody. Tina had a baby with a drummer. Like Tina was out. Nobody talks about how out here Tina was.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And Ike still rolled out with it, like Will with Jada.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Until Tina destroyed him, like Jada with Will. Now Ike is totally tarnished. His legacy is totally. He's not the man who made this trailer park trash into a global icon. Now he's the abusive husband. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith ain't the nigga that took a failing actress who really wasn't getting shit. She wasn't getting no fucking acting gigs. Will was begging motherfuckers to hire his wife.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Until Aaliyah got killed by the helicopter, Aaliyah was supposed to be in the Matrix. Will begged for Jada to be in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Will put his money up so she could do that stupid ass doctor show that only lasted a season. Will pay for her to have a job.
Yep.
Jada wasn't doing shit on Jada own. Jada was a chitlin circuit chick.
Yep.
Will tried to take her to the upper echelon, and all Jada said is fuck this nigga. Same way all Tina said was fuck Ike. Which proves you can't help a black bitch. I keep telling man, but life is life. You got to keep a broke barefoot and pregnant. Shout out to Quasi. He keep his girl pregnant. That's what you got to keep her something to do. You got to give her something to do. You know what I'm saying? Another great fictional relationship to me always was George Jefferson. I love their relationship. For this auspice, that she helped him build the business. You know what I'm saying? She worked the cash register while he washed the clothes. When he had enough money, he took out that jam and then made her find something else to do so she don't be in his business. So he's like, Weezy, go your ass to the help center. Just go volunteer, bitch. Because I'm working. Because you need a story. You know what I'm saying? If you don't go out every day to be able to tell me a bullshit story about a coworker, you're going to be miserable. You're going to make me miserable because I'm going to be your story. Don't follow me around. Go find fucking something to do. You know what I'm saying? I get the money, afford the lifestyle, you work at the help center. So yeah, man, you got to keep them busy, yo. Men are horrible. Black men are horrible at training their toddlers to become secretaries because they were raised by the secretaries. So that's the issue. You know what I'm saying? That's the cultural issue.
What
There's this.
what
Oh yeah, you're
prompted,
gonna get it, Quincy. I asked that Desiree question because that's a dope question she got.
Desiree got a question. Do you think marriage is important for our culture? If so, can you list some important qualities that a black woman should obtain in order to get a black man to consider marriage?
Let Vaughn handle that.
No, I want y'all to answer that because I already,
Nah,
you
you the
already know
alchemist,
mine
man.
is pretty standard. Mine is pretty standard, but I would like to hear that from what y'all think on that. You and Oak.
But we want to hear the standard so we can, tell you you're wrong.
I'll,
I mean, come on, Vaughn, you fucking it up. This is the way it goes. We trying to get views up.
Nah,
Hey.
I really would like y'all to go first. Go ahead.
I'll go. Because I got a whole
Vaughn ain't himself today. He got his phone stolen by a black woman today. You know what I'm saying?
That was actually a dude.
I know, but you know.
I ain't overboard.
It's oak like the tree, not oak like the cereal. But I think she did that to fuck with oak.
I know. Shout out to Christina for actually spelling my name right. I'm not a little extreme, Christina. I've seen your shows and y'all do a good job, but y'all extreme as shit. I am the center. Honestly, it just sounds extreme because y'all so left. But I'll answer the question though. I don't hate women, Liz. I just don't think y'all winning. Anyway, so as the story progresses,
You want to answer the marriage important, all of that?
yeah, I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna answer that one. Is
Raise
marriage?
the question back up so people can see it.
Do you think marriage is important for our culture? That's the first question.
Yeah.
We could
Right.
all we could all chime in on that one. I'll just say yes to that one. Just we don't I don't
I'm
have
wait.
to spend on that.
Vaughn,
It's
Quasi,
very very important.
put Desiree back up. Put Desiree back up. All right, I say yes. Marriage is important to any culture, um, because marriage, the base of marriage is for people to take care of their offspring. I don't think marriage is important to colors because y'all come in with offspring, but marriage is important to culture because it's for the man to protect his offspring. So that is true. Um, can you list some important qualities that black women should obtain in order to get a black man? You know what's so fucked up about that question? It's a legitimate question, but it's shit that you're supposed to learn um, from older women, and all they taught you is to hate men and then be mad at me because I'm like, nigga, if you hate me, I hate you too. Oh my god, I can't believe he hate me back. Look, y'all the most hit a nigga don't want to get hit back ass. Anyway,
My wife don't beat
um,
me no more.
and, for real, you got your freedom papers. Shout out to you. Um,
Not no more. She don't.
to answer that question, Desiree, to answer that question, that's a question that the man that you're dating has to answer. I'm putting the link in the description. The guys to take the Marry Your Secretary course because that's actually part of our course is to teach men the qualities uh, that women should have in order for him to hire her. Because y'all helpmates. So if y'all helpmates, that's what a secretary is. So they need to know what they need help in. So that's an individual. That's not really a blanket answer. That's based on the man that you're dating. Um, but yeah, y'all need more qualities than just sucking dick and frying chicken. You know what I'm saying?
But sucking dick and frying chicken is a good start.
I mean, shout out to dick sucking and chicken frying. Yeah, shout out to that.
I think that there are some standard things that a woman. This is kind of like a question of what should women bring to the table. That's kind of what it. That's how it resonates with me, and I think there are some standard
At the
things.
table.
Yeah, I think there's some standard things that a woman should bring to the table, and a strong work ethic is one, right? I think a strong work ethic
The
is
ability to
important.
be coachable. Follow instructions. That's
Mhm.
something. Follow
Yeah,
instructions.
yeah. I think that um, rather than saying being coachable or rather than saying following instructions, I would say being willing to learn your man, right? I think that's important. I agree with that. But from that perspective, learn your man because your man has specific needs, having the desire to address those needs, to tend to those needs. Like we're just talking one way, right? So we don't have to talk about what the man needs because the question says does the woman need, or what should she bring to the table?
Qualities that a black woman should obtain in order to get a black man. Right.
Yeah, yeah. Just a genuine level of concern for his well-being, a willingness to work with him, not against him, and even for the betterment of not necessarily for him, but for the betterment of the marriage. And if that means being, the top employee in the company that he's already started, then do that. Just a genuine level of concern, man, and care for what it is that he's trying to do in his life. What else? That help me piece I think was crucial. I don't think that help me just means secretary. I think that it can mean secretary, but I don't think it's limited to secretary. So if like my wife, for instance, does secretarial things, but she also does things that are far and above that what I would ask a secretary to do because different reasons, right? So
Y'all
um,
be doing the nasty. Y'all
yeah,
nasty.
Hmm.
and we do, and we she has to be able to do nasty things. Yes, absolutely.
Look, my wife beats him every Thursday
Look,
and Sunday.
I need her to be able to put Kool-Aid on her body, and then I,
Hey, look, look,
nah.
look.
But
There's
She
no
do
saying
S&M,
no,
she do
man.
S&M on Vaughn.
Hey, hey, that's
Like I
hey,
would I'll put a stamp on
S&M
what
is good. Pegging is bad.
everyone has said about what qualifies her. I put a stamp on what everybody is saying here.
All
Uh,
right.
yeah, definitely. Like when I met my wife, first of all, the beauty got her in the door for me to even want her.
It
But
was
it,
the
doesn't- it
beauty,
doesn't
not
it
the
doesn't
booty.
it doesn't end right
I'm
there.
with
You
you
know
on
what I'm
that one
saying?
right there.
it doesn't end right there. You
Mhm.
gotta have more than just beauty. You know what I'm saying? So when I went to her house, uh her mother asked her to take my shoes off. Now, that was something that I have never witnessed, you know what I'm saying, visiting females. You know what I'm saying? So I saw a big house culture of giving high respect to a man. You know what I'm saying? High honor. So
Where's
that
her,
gave
where's her
him
dad from again?
her father,
Yeah.
Trinidad. Her mother's from here. Yeah, her mother's from here.
That was for Vaughn. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, my wife,
I mean,
my wife,
not from here. I'm in France, in America. She's
hey,
actually
hey, my
American.
my wife people from right here, and my wife is hella respectful. So
I know.
uh,
Come
yeah,
on, go
I
with
mean,
it,
no,
bro.
it went further.
I'm
It
showing you
went
that
further
it's.
than that. You know, my
Go ahead,
wife
bro.
when she came over, she
Mhm.
cleaned my room. You know what I'm saying? Uh, be in the kitchen with my grandmother cooking. You know what I'm saying? So it was just quality after quality after quality that sealed the deal.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I can keep going further and further and further, but
Well,
Hey,
we know the end of the story. Ain't
hey,
seven and a
you
half
know what?
babies in. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
Seven
you.
and a half babies in. You know,
Hey,
but I'm gonna say, ladies,
I don't think it's much
respect is a
explaining to
big
do on that
thing.
one.
I'm gonna
respect is
say this:
huge.
respect is a big thing. Men will kill the other men over respect. You know what
Yeah,
Facts.
I'm saying? So
facts.
respect is a big thing with men. Y'all, if y'all get that in y'all heads, I'm
And
talking to the
trust.
ladies out there.
You got to be trustable too,
Fucking respect.
and you got to be
You know what
trustworthy.
I'm saying?
I
You
don't
got,
even give a fuck if she trustworthy as long as she don't steal. Respect
that's
breeds
trustworthy.
everything else. No. I respect another man just for being a man. Look, let me tell you. I just said yesterday. I said, man, I'm gonna start videotaping every time I go to these two particular stores. And the reason I said that is I have seen men do aerial acrobatics just to hold the door open for me. Like the door closed and they be like, oh shit, here comes somebody, back. I'm like, God damn, nigga, I could have. Thank you, thank you though, bro. That but you can't even do that for a chick. Like just the very things that are humane acts are seen as disrespectful to women. So how can you respect me when just the most common courtesy is seen as disrespect? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I agree with that. It's a lot of you see a lot of videos where a woman be like, I can hold it, I can get the door myself, or even if the door is open, um, you know, she even if the door is open, she'll walk through it oftentimes and won't even say thank you. Won't show any type of gratitude or appreciation. So
Hey,
it
Desiree,
culture is trash.
Mrs. Jackson is that's your last name, Ron
Mrs.
Jackson?
Jackson.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my Weasley right there.
Mrs.
I
Jackson.
am for
My
real.
wife used to do the same thing. I used to get on a bus and she'd have something for me when I got on the bus. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I was
saying?
co- hey, I was coming home from school, my junior year in high school. No, not junior, my senior year in high school, and I was coming home to full, 3, 4 course meals. I mean, I was probably the only kid in high school coming home. But we had a baby already, but she was acting like a wife then. You know what I mean? So like, I go biblical on y'all for a minute. I know most of us ain't rocking with the Bible like that, but um, the scripture says if a man when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, right? So that, to me that means he found a wife. So she was a wife when he found her. She was wife material when he found her. Part of what it means to be wife material means you moving in a way that when people see you, they like, damn, that's sure could be somebody's wife. But if you out here and I can see your panties, through with your skirt so high I can see your panties, you know what I mean? Or your tights are so tight that we can see what your outline look like. To me, those are things that are a little bit less tasteful, and I wouldn't want my woman to move like that.
One
I'm
thing,
gonna
one
put
thing,
that.
one thing to what I want to get like. I don't
Shout
think
out
it
to the camera.
register. It don't register in a lot of our the sisters' minds out here that even with us when we engage, we a jab at each other. You know what I'm saying? but we know that's what men do. We wrestle, we do stuff, right? But we know there's like an unspoken code that's automatically there. That there's a boundary that we would not cross with each other.
Yep.
We know
Right.
that. You
We don't
go
call each
amongst a
other.
crowd of men, because you know it. You know death is waiting amongst. You know this is a subconscious threat when we're around men. If you move the wrong way, something can happen. You see what I'm saying? So
Yep.
you know instinctively that there's a code of respect.
But
A
wait.
lot of- a
No,
lot-
wait.
a lot-
Not to
a lot
interrupt you. I'm gonna let you rock, crazy.
Yeah.
But I want to say that you said the reason that is because we know that imminent death can happen with a wrong step. That is a penalty. That's the ultimate penalty. These Tylers don't have penalties. That's
Don't have
okay.
penalty.
That's
But-
I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that.
All right.
They don't realize that they do shit that I kill another man for.
Every day, 3 times a day. 3 times
know
a
what
day,
I'm
these
saying?
chicks do shit I kill.
And I'm not saying this to try to beat up on them. I'm saying this so they can start learning. You know what I'm saying? That I understand that we have a culture of in the black mentality, the black culture mentality, that respecting a man means oppression. I don't know where where it say what came first, the chicken or the egg. I don't know where it started, who spat it out first, but there's a thing out there to respect men means slavery.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So they would say the wildest shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
The
I'm
wildest
saying
shit.
the wildest shit.
The
Say
culture
here,
is
do the
trash,
wildest
man.
shit.
You know,
The culture is trash.
wildest shit, and you be like, ain't no man gonna say that around me. You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
Remember that
Ain't no man
incident?
gonna dare to say that around me. You know what I'm
Who was
saying?
that football player? What's his name? That hit his wife mad hard and was a big deal on it. I forgot what his name.
Play for the Ray Rice. Yeah, play for
Ray
the
Rice, right? So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at that man, right? Now, a regular man know, like, hey, I do that to him. That man got power. You know what I'm saying? Because we understand that a penalty could come with that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If it ain't on the field, it's on the field. In a sense, fair game, right? But what she did, and a lot of people was like, "Oh, you shouldn't this, that, and the third," and it's always like pushed, like, "Oh, you shouldn't hit a woman," but it's never a woman should respect a man enough not to hit him,
Yep.
because it's the ultimate disrespect. When you put your hands on a man, it's the ultimate disrespect, because any man would do what she did, another man will have his head taken off, and they know this. This is why they do it, because they feel they are above penalty.
And
So-
they believe that matriarch is slavery. They believe that men are supposed to do to other men, but not do to them. You know what I'm
Do to
saying?
them. Yep.
I think sharing your womb. I think sharing your womb with another man is the ultimate disrespect. I would rather my wife punch me in my mouth and then we work that out, rather than for her to come back here with somebody else's
But
baby.
your Vaughn beat you. Vaughn, your wife beat you 2 days a week. So you
Not no more though. She don't do that no more.
Oh, no more. Okay.
They over there.
Look,
They over
hey,
there
look,
asking them.
look. Yo, Vaughn, blink if you still, if you're under duress. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? To the point that that my wife made earlier about how she used to cook for me in high school, right?
Mhm.
And Black's wife said she used to do the same thing. We don't have a code. One of the areas that we fail tremendously as men too is that we don't have a code of conduct where we elevate that type of behavior from those women who are wife material. And so a
That's
lot
not
of
true.
us,
That's not
hold
true.
on, come on, man. I seen it too many times, so maybe it ain't true in your experience.
No,
but
no,
I've
go
seen
rock. But
I've seen a lot of good sisters get shit on, right? And sisters
they
who
should.
out there,
as they
and,
should.
huh?
As they
You
should.
said they, okay. Well,
But
and
you
again,
probably
so
see- you
so
hear-
so we'll have, and again, and you can flip this too, where you got a lot of young brothers out here who got the potential to be a scientist or something great, just a thinker, right? But when he's a ball player, we'll put our arms around him like, yo, he got potential. We're gonna protect this young brother. If he want to gang bang, we won't let him. If he want to hustle, we won't let him. We put our arms around him. No, man, this ain't for you. You got potential. You going places, right? we should we should extend that same type of protection to our young brothers who have the potential to be engineers and
Agree.
scientists and doctors and lawyers, right? We failed in
Agree.
that regard. And then in the other
Every.
and then in the other regard, from women to men, women have failed to preserve those type of brothers, and so they'll take advantage of that type of brother, and they'll take his money, they'll crap all over him, mess his life up, ruin and break his heart or whatever. Now this dude is scorned, and he don't want nothing to do with black women, or he just don't trust women again. And then the flip side, what I was getting ready to get to was, rather than respecting that this young woman might be wife material, it's just sex, right? And so we'll break her heart and ruin her too. We don't have a code of conduct that allows us to preserve the people that would be good for creating strong families if you want to call it our community, if you want to go there with it, or just even if you want to just say in our neighborhood, there is no code of conduct that preserves those of us who would do good for the community. So
All right.
everything is just sex. Everything is just taking
Okay.
advantage of
Here,
it.
here's my rebuttal on that. Here's my rebuttal on that. Just, I was laughing when Quasi was telling the story. You and Quasi have a similar story. I could share the same story. But the whole thing is, women pursue the men that they want, right?
Yep.
So the acts of love, because that's what it was. The acts of love that they showed you. I used to have a girl come to my crib. I was like 17, 18 years old, coming out my crib. I walk in the house, shit, in the kitchen with my mother, helping my mama cook, calling her mama. I ain't like that shit. I'm like, so you ain't staying that long. But they do things to ingratiate. That's why I was laughing. I'm like, yo, I've been there. But they do things to ingratiate themselves so they can stay, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So when they want to be there,
yeah.
they don't make you fight to prove that you're worthy to lose your life over, right? Because all the risk is on you. What they risking? Heartbreak? Oh my God, I can't believe my heart is so broken. Fuck your heart. The because men lose tangible things. You know what I'm saying? Women just, oh, my heart broken. And then they come back, I'll never wash clothes for another man again because I washed my ex-boyfriend clothes and he didn't appreciate it. So now niggas don't need clothes. Like, okay, cool. When I said if it happens to her, then that's what she gets, because that's the type of person that she attracts. Here, I say it all the time. Dirty
Is the
folks.
same thing true for men? Because we go through who we attracted to.
You know what? Here's where I'll say that I have a different experience
Okay.
from what I see men go through. Men eat what they can catch, right? So there are certain times in which I remember when I talked to my first dime. I remember I was 18 years old on a Howard train station, and this chick was so fine. I walked the circles around her like 4 times. I was like eye stalking her, and I'm trying to build up the courage to talk to her. And I finally was like, "Yo, what's the worst that could happen?" She said, "No," and I said, "Hello." And she's like, "Hey, how you doing? I saw you watch me. Hey, where you going? You want to hang out? I know how to cook." I'm like, "God damn!" Now it could have gone all the way differently. She could have shot me down and killed my confidence forever. But instead, I'm getting arrogant as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the what they can hunt is, because men are cut different. You know what I'm saying? So he may only be able to get a lower tier woman. I got a cousin. I ain't never seen him with a girl under 350. You know what I'm saying? That's how he hunts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I be like, ugh. I'm like, ugh. Like, but so that's stage by stage, right? So the more women that you can get, I'm not saying be with every woman you can have, but the more women that you can get, the less tolerance you have for dumb shit. If you can't get women like that, or you feel you don't have the confidence, then you kind of stick in those situations where, you know what I'm saying, that you mistreated or whatever the case may be, disrespected, because you like, well, at least I got something. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
can take it back to.
I think women do that too. I think there are a lot of women who settle just like men who settle. But what I was asking you though was, you said women get what they deserve basically because you go with who they attracted to. I was asking you, isn't that the same thing with men? I mean, we don't pursue a woman unless we're attracted to her.
No, because men have a physical attraction. Men are judged on merit. Women are judged on beauty. So
And that's a nice slogan, but that shit is garbage, man.
No, it's not garbage. Let me tell you something.
What's
When
the
I make
slogan?
It's
Say
cool
it
as hell,
again.
but if she
Say it
didn't have
again.
some merit,
men are
Say it
judged on
again.
merit. Men are judged on merit. Women are judged on beauty. Right? You could be a
Women are just
ugly
on what?
Beauty.
beauty.
Beauty. Okay.
I
You
think
could
that's
be
I
a
think that has an element of truth to it because we do gravitate based on beauty, but if all she is beautiful, but she's not trustworthy, she's disrespectful, we out of there,
I agree
right?
with that.
Because she got to
I
have
think I
something
think
more
he's
than
talking
beauty
about
as
the
well.
beginning. I think he's talking about in the beginning.
In the
You know.
beginning, we talking about how you choose somebody. When I see somebody, I've never seen a girl and said, "Yo, she looks like she got great credit." You know what I'm saying? I judge based on, yo, would I have sex with this young lady? Now, everything that comes after that precludes whether or not a relationship will happen. But the initial meeting is, yo, she's hot. For women, the initial meeting is, does he have social currency or financial currency? Right? Judged
But
on merit.
you understand why that exists though, right? It's because the game is
I,
pops up, not because women
I,
don't
I,
have, not
no,
because women aren't truthful.
I don't know about that. But regardless, the game is the game. So the social currency is I'm the quarterback of the high school football team. That's the social currency, right?
Okay.
So you'll date the prettiest girl. The social currency is not I'm the president of the student council, even though he may have the most potential to be successful past high school. You know what I'm saying? So he may not get the girl. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
women date
Now I
based
know.
on
Now,
social
I
currency.
don't want to cut you off. I want to cut you off, but I want to say this one thing. I know. I noticed that I don't know about the modern women today. I noticed like people like my grandmother and them. Of course, women got eyes. You know, they're gonna see a man's handsome. Of course, they got that. But my grandmother said the most thing that attracted her about men is when she saw him out there working, sweating. She said that attracted her. You know what I'm saying? She said even if he came in funky, it attracted her. She knew
You
he
know
was out
why
there
though,
busting
right?
his ass. You know what
You
I'm
know why
saying?
though, right? Because that
Like,
translates to security.
Like you
Still
said,
married, married.
merit.
I,
That was merit.
I,
That was
I had a
he was
girl.
a hard worker.
I
That
had a
gives
girl
him
that
the
got.
pride.
married.
But you
Yeah.
can look at the game the way it is right now, right? And it's warped as hell, right? But women are able to pay their own way for the most part. Like a woman, financially, she don't need a man. Good to have, but she can make her own money. She can live without a man. So now you get to see a much more organic representation of what women choose men based on.
That's not organic. That's the new norm.
It's
But
new. Man.
but based on the new norm, that means
But
that
check this
all she
out.
can really do is
My cousin makes her own money. She makes 4,000 a month. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
Shout out
her
to her.
husband, he said, ain't nothing like seeing a man on a ladder on a house, cleaning them gutters and stuff like. It's still something.
Yeah,
It's still something. It's not just. I mean, it's a layer of reason of marrying. It's a layer.
yeah, yeah,
Even if I'm making my money can financially handle me, I'm seeing this strong man that can protect me. You know what I'm saying? If a
But
burglar
that's
came to our house, just seeing him what he does with that physical labor, whatever, they attracted to that man who can protect her too.
yeah.
You know what
They
I'm
are.
saying? Even though finance protects you because you can have more guns, more security, whatever
Okay,
you can.
put it this way.
You know what I'm saying?
Put it this way.
But it's a
Put two
layer. It's
dudes,
a layer of things. Go ahead.
put two dudes side by side, and one ugly as can be, in according to the way women see men, right? And you put a man that's the side by side, a man that's a one who's ugly as can be, and a man who she thinks is a 10, and they both on the ladder working their ass off. Which one does she choose? She
which one did
chooses
she
the
choose?
10.
Wait, which one did she choose first? Cause she gonna do
Yeah,
both of them.
she
She
gonna
gonna do
choose. She
both.
gonna choose the 10 first. She gonna choose the 10 first.
Yeah, she'll choose the 10 first, depending on
But
what
but
she
they're,
like.
but they're doing it. But they're doing the equal thing. So
They
But
doing the
but
same
but
job.
she's
but
getting
no.
merit out of both.
But
I'm
here's
saying
the
my
thing.
Getting
point is
merit
that
out
it's
of
not.
both. Now she
I'm saying
just
it's not a
looks
toss
better.
up. That's what I'm saying. Women like
No,
attractive men.
No,
it's not even a.
you gotta. Can I speak on this?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're gonna use that right, both men on the ladder doing work, so they both are based on merit. The ugly
Yep,
guy and the attractive guy, so
yep.
they both start out with merit. She's just choosing who's more attractive. You know what I'm saying? In that same merit. Now, if you chose the ugly guy on the ladder doing work, or the handsome guy just hanging around doing nothing, that's where you would see which one would she really go for, and then we would judge her character, what's important to her.
We would do the
good
same
looking guy
thing.
that ain't doing nothing,
We would
or
do the same thing.
or the unattractive guy that's out there working, and then she distinguished if merit is important to her.
Men
And
would do
like
the
you
same
said,
thing.
say that
Okay,
again.
no, men
Okay.
won't do the same thing because I don't care
I'm
about her
talking about
bread.
if you're looking for a mother of your child
Man,
and somebody who's going to actually be a helpmeet, right? You
Okay,
got a dime piece who's just fine as hell, but she can't do a damn thing. She ain't trying to help you meet nothing. She gonna be a sloppy ass mom, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. She just fine and that's it. And then you bring it down the peg and you offer me a six who's gonna be a helpmeet, who gonna be back, you know what I mean? She's gonna be a helpmeet, she's gonna be an awesome mother and an awesome wife. Which one you choose?
I'm glad you only
no,
said
I
one,
think, but
but
I ain't choosing no woman because she make millions. I mean, that doesn't
No,
attract
I'm
me.
not talking about millions.
That's
I'm talking about merit. I'm
okay.
talking about merit. You're gonna be a great mother to my
It
children.
all depends on what you're looking for.
You're looking for a
Okay,
mother and a wife.
okay. There's
okay.
different. I remember, Vaughn, you had told me one time that
Yeah,
uh that men and women are both emotional. It's just we emote differently.
yep,
Remember, you told me that.
yep, yep.
Apply that to the marriage. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We're
yeah,
talking about two different marriages. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My only point is that there are a lot of people who say it as far as women are concerned that looks don't matter. Like that women when women look at men that how hard he works and how safe he can make her that but when it comes to looks that don't matter. And I'm just saying that that's not true.
Nah. Looks matter too.
Those
Looks
women
Look
matter
that
matters
too.
too,
But
never hear
but
that.
but
not as much,
Women say
but
that.
not
but
as
but
much
not as much. Not as much
Not as
because
much as what?
hey,
as married. Okay,
I'm
I'll
not
give you an example.
I'm not about to marry no ugly girl.
Right.
Goddamn right. So,
That's how it's different. That's
Hey,
and
how
I
but
it
can't.
is.
Mr. did it.
Bro.
Mr. Mary
That's,
Seeley.
Hey, and Miss will be there every day.
he
She
didn't
like, hey,
want to.
she
He
ain't
didn't
want
want to.
to,
No.
and that's why he had Suge on the side because he was
He
like, fuck
wanted
He
this
to.
ugly
didn't
bitch.
want to.
Look,
What did Mr. What was his name? Mr. Harris said, "Hey, go ahead and take the ugly one."
Now, in any case, we gonna have these exceptions. In any case, we're gonna have exceptions to the rule. Everybody's not a monolith, but
Yeah.
we talking about on general situations. Nah, we move differently. We don't move the
Yeah.
same.
Oh yeah.
I think with this new culture, this new age, this gender fluid shit, everything is getting so blurred
Blurred
and
lines
shit.
are getting blurred.
Yeah, it's getting so blurred that motherfuckers can't.
When he showed
It's
me
a
that.
debate about what's the difference between men and women these days. It's
Mhm.
too much of a debate trying to make us one fucking thing, and we not.
and they're trying to make
We
everybody
not. We
women.
not.
They
We not.
they
If we was, we'd be all physically strong the same.
But we're
We're
much more
not. We're
similar.
not.
But we're
Yo,
much
crazy. Your
more
wife
similar
said
than we
that.
give credit to.
Your wife wrote, "My husband attracted me more when he wore the brim and the bow tie."
look, she she
And
lied.
then she understand your pullout game trash.
Hey,
And,
I'm
and,
giving
and
you
she
look,
lied.
that.
and look,
She lied.
and I ain't
Hey,
gonna look. I ain't gonna be attracted on a woman based on how she can protect me. Now I know these new males today been raised by their mamas, so they want black women to save. But that ain't me. You see what I'm saying?
hey,
They want black women
Quay,
to protect them. They want
Crazy
black women
about
to go
because
bust they. They want black women to bust and bleed their noses for them and shit like that. That's not no man
hey,
to me. You know what I'm
crazy wife like him in suits because it reminded him when he had to go to court because she knew she married the thug. She's like, he's a thug.
I'm a thug. Yo, crazy. I'm a thug. You're supposed to drop that snippet. I'm a thug. Trick Daddy, I'm a thug.
Nah, I'm
Yeah, I
telling you,
think
man. A lot of
I
black.
think
I'm
Man, you
telling you
off
about
on your game,
a
crazy.
lot
You
of black
could have had
males.
them samples
A
ready,
lot of black
man.
males fall for that. Even if we had a coach, even if we had history of women fighting in wars and shit like that. Black males in America, just like how they try to throw, we have polygamy in our culture. It's a different mindset with the overseas people versus American mentality. It's the same with that black women fought wars and shit. Nigga, you want these women to fight wars because your mama was your protector, your mama was your provider. She was the man of your house in your eyes. You never seen a man providing. So you want these women to bust their guns for you.
Right.
I'm gonna call it what it is.
Hold on. Wait.
And they
Okay. So
attracted they attracted to that revolutionary shit with black women holding up their fists and afros and guns and shit like that. Because all they saw was a mama.
Yeah, well,
I
that was that
I
feminism shit that
That's
people
all they
with that.
saw.
and I agree with that. So then there you go with what do women have to do? Shit. Get a kid, say daddy. Um, here, I totally agree with you. Women are everything women do is like the worst thing that can happen to women. Women just do shit. They don't know shit. Um, the because here's the thing, men's entire purpose in life, the reason that men grind is to get women, right? Like essentially, it's to be able to find peace, number one, but essentially to be able to make a comfortable space so they can fuck and go to the bathroom naked at 2 in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So men being on top is a good thing for women because it allows women the autonomy to be themselves. Women wanting to be on top makes it doesn't attract men at all. So now they in a position where they just 40 years old talking about the two marriage proposals they turned down in their 20s because they was trying to do their own thing, and now they 35 talking about where the men at. Shit, fucking 20-year-olds, bitch. Look, the the dynamic is as easy as this. Crazy into it today. Crazy doing this thing today.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, fuck that shit. I ain't protecting shit. I'm protecting me, nigga. If you there while I'm protecting me, then you just a byproduct of. I ain't going out my way for shit, bro. And I'm just saying that, and that's based on life experience. I've never seen a girl appreciate you damn near dying. And you know what I'm saying? They just there to see if you lose. Like you can beat that nigga ass. Like
Right.
you win. She still gonna slap you in the back of the head when you get home. Like girl, it's so fucking disrespectful. Anyway,
We
Can
got,
I be honest? Let
we
me
got,
time on the original
I
question.
I gotta find Oak something over here, man. I gotta find him something over here to get
Well,
away
if
from that American
she got a
nightmare.
chicken
to
farm, you got hope. If she got a
get
chicken
away
farm,
from
you
the
got hope.
American nightmare, man.
If you French, if she got a chicken farm, you got hope. That's you know what I'm
hey,
saying.
a chicken farmer give me a girl that'll go out there and plant tomatoes and
Hey, those
hey,
American women don't mess them up so bad. He's like, man, I don't want no wife. I want slaves now.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Can I?
Fuck
I'm
it.
over
It's tough,
chiming on the
man.
question. Is marriage important? I think it was and could still be for wealth building. Um, and uh, helping create a culture because when having children, um, you need both components there. Um, it's best in operation. I can tell you that. Um, unless it's just a tumultuous situation, then it's best that it's one side or the other. But for the most part, the purpose of marriage, I think, is gone. I think the reason why questions are asked, what do you do to have to get a man to marry? And it's going to go along with kind of Vaughn has said. I know we do agree sometimes, trust me. We just, we just have our moments, right? Uh, is, and I told this to a shorty that I've been cool with, right? Um, every time she always keeps saying, I want to be married, I want to be married. And she's always said this, right? She even got married and got divorced. And I said, yo, your problem is you always keep saying you want to be married, but nothing in you ever says you want to be a wife. Now, the problem is most women assume that they're wife material when many are not. And a lot of times they're not because they'll say, I'll wait till I get married before I do those things. Now, perfect example, before Vaughn got married, his wife was doing marital things, right? Making food for 3-course meals, whatever, every day. Quasi met his wife. She took off his shoes. She cooked. She made some roti, some, bust up shot. That's that Trini food right there. She ain't making no curry chicken, no chana. Yeah,
Man,
buddy.
that curry, that
Yeah,
curry
buddy.
be banging, boy.
Yeah,
Tell
buddy.
Shout out to
Hey,
Crazy
look,
Grandma.
he be talking about the Caribbean Vaughn. He don't know what he missing. That roti curry chicken. What?
Hey, I got good Caribbean friends, bro. But go ahead. I ain't gonna
Yeah, all
say
right. So you gotta,
hey,
you gotta be thankful.
Vibe for the Caucasian.
Oxtails,
I got
pizza,
black
right?
friends.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
vibe for the Caucasian. I got black friends.
So that I know she made you some pilau. Yeah, boy. Man. So
Nah, man, good points, everybody. Vaughn, Pete. Oh, good shit tonight, y'all. Let's start to wrap it up. Y'all make
I ain't
some
even
great
get no
TV.
call-ins, man.
No, yeah,
I'm
we
fucking
get some
scared to
calling.
call in.
Yeah, they was
Fuck it.
afraid, man. They ain't
Fuck
want to
it.
pull up. My man Rich Ross had a show yesterday. The same
Mhm.
thing. They were scared to pull up, man.
What was the last question? Want to answer whatever questions everybody want to go down and just address everybody's questions.
One Mrs. Jackson said, Oak and Pete, do you want to be married?
Slavery's a choice.
Goddamn right.
I'll
Goddamn
say this
right.
for me, this day and age, as far as marriage, um, from what I see, no, I don't think many women uphold to what a wife is, unless you meet her at 14 years old and she has potential. I know y'all gonna lose your minds behind me saying that shit, but that's just true. Once she gets into the outer world and what it is and social media, then you can just wrap up on wife material. Um, so no, the dangers of what you could lose through marriage is just too much weight on a man. And for a man like me that has gone through enough to try and build what I'm building, and we'll see that day, hopefully soon. I can't part ways with that shit, especially that I have a son. Because I'll be damned if a woman comes into my life right now and is entitled to half, and my son has been in my life for 17 years, and I've worked hard to be in his life to be able to have to give that away, you know, and that's it. So yeah, in this current condition, marriage is duty, and do I want to take on that duty, and do I feel that women want to take on that duty? Most women I meet, they don't want that duty of wife. They just want marriage. They want the ceremony and they want the redemption. You know what I'm saying? They want to say, I did all the bullshit of my life. I done fucked mad niggas. I done had abortions. I done had to take Plan B a couple times. I done had 3 niggas' kids. Now I want to redeem myself by saying I'm an honest woman behind the title of a man's name. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a sucker
Man,
for
if
slaves.
they get married, it's gonna mess the show up.
Right. So we got to keep it going. So since I can't
We
find a
got to
wife,
replace. We got to
Then
replace
it
them with.
then it be three married, one slave owner.
right?
Um,
So no. Well, I don't want slaves, indentured servants, right?
yeah, I
Because
want
you got to
slaves.
change. You got to change your name. You got to do. Well, it's coming anyway. Like Biden said, they're gonna put you back in chains. He wasn't lying,
I think he was
but they're
talking
gonna
about all.
rebrand it.
I think he was talking about poor people in general, not just women.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Just
Hey, man, look, man, I'm about me some
I don't
slaves.
even know Biden know who
Look,
he talking about.
He
Talking
said,
to.
"OJ ain't gonna buy them some slaves."
He gonna catch him at Walmart. Nah, they're gonna be at Walmart. Like, hey,
hell yeah.
you know,
You know how many 15-year-old girls right now is at the Greyhound station trying to get the fuck away from their single mom? Nigga,
facts.
come on, I got you, shorty. I groom you for 2 years, get you right. You won't even remember the outside world. Ain't no internet here. Come on in. Look, I'm dead ass. Look, here's the thing.
Who going to jail?
Nah, I say I'm a groomer for 2 years. Nigga, give me credit. Look, you know what I'm saying?
He's
Look.
going to jail.
Look, hey, no, wait, man, the laws they got, shit.
They about to
I
R.
don't
Kelly
laugh.
him. Look, he from
Don't even
Chicago
laugh.
too.
Husband's gonna be going to jail. No,
Look, let me.
real talk.
Hey,
Go
they
ahead.
gonna
Okay,
have
okay. The
I'll
number.
talk about that when I say I go
surviving dirty folks.
Okay, let me explain something to you. The purpose of marriage is for men to be able to raise their children under the same roof. The fact that even when Pete told his story, he said he had to fight for a relationship for his kid. I mean, it's not his kid; it's her kid that she allows him the opportunity to hang out with every once in a while when she need a babysitter because she got a date. I ain't going through that shit. Fuck y'all bitches. The purpose of marriage is to have a person to either make me money, or save me time, right? So if it costs me $10 a day for lunch at work, If you bag my lunch from yesterday's leftovers, you save me $50 a week, which is a $50 I don't mind taking you to the movies with. But you won't do that because you're a goofy bitch and you think feeding me is oppression, even though food is love. I don't want that shit. If the purpose of a partner, I don't care who it is, it could be a business partner. If the purpose of a partner is to alleviate stress from me because we split the tasks and duties, and you're stressing me the fuck out, I don't need that shit. Like there's no real purpose to y'all motherfuckers with clothes on because y'all poorly trained and y'all listen to other women. The fact that women listen to women is the worst thing that ever happened to womankind. But here y'all go. Y'all the only motherfuckers that listen to women and gays but want a heterosexual man. Y'all dumb as shit. I don't want that shit. So what I'll do is I'll hang out at the Greyhound stations with that white van with no windows and got that man put a motherfucker through the Kanye workout plan. I don't have time for that shit. I'll buy slaves. I'll put an ad in the paper, nigga. Put on the radio, yo. Oh, bad slaves, yo. I'll call it something different though. But I'll like, yo, I'm bad slaves, yo. I got a
Brandon is important. Brandon is important.
I got a 3 month slave program, just like the military does. I'm gonna put you in this motherfucker for 90 days. You're gonna come out a slave. You're gonna forget about all them bad people on Twitter. I got you. I'm here for you, man. Ain't nobody here for you. And then I'll maintain. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be what slave owners really were, which are beautiful, supportive people. That's why the slaves were always like our house burning, master.
Them feminists gonna have them. Them feminists gonna have the feds knocking on this door.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck because they the ops. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them bitches.
Oh, she said you need
Hey,
husband training.
I don't need husband training because I am husband. Every man is husband. I don't need no motherfucking husband training. Look, and the fact you said that, that's why matriarchy is slavery. I don't need to be reprogrammed to be a man. Y'all the motherfuckers that want to be more man than me. I'm comfortable being a man. And
You
that's
know,
why I'm
I
getting
will
run
say
away.
this. I will say this to your point. Oh, I think you made some good points. If I was single today, starting out, I would be much more concerned about being married these days than I was when I married my wife. So with that, I think I might I'd have to have, if you want to call it a prenuptial or whatever, I would definitely have a contract. It wouldn't just be we married in front of the law and then let the law have its way. It would be a contractual arrangement, and in that contract, we would have to hammer out some serious details that protect both of us. You know,
That's
so
right. I
whatever
mean,
I bring to the table
mhm.
before marriage, you're not entitled to that. But whatever we accumulate together, now we're talking about 50-50 or whatever it is, as long as you helping me build, this empire or whatever it is that we're building. But to just
Right.
go in blind these days, I wouldn't be doing
I'm telling you, none of you funky ass bros better try to come for half my EBT because shit gonna get real fucking crazy out here. Talking about she gonna get half my food stamps about divorce her. What kind of shit? What kind of country we in? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Now I gotta split my section 8. What kind of shit is this we in?
that. Yeah,
man, I wish for my y'all my
I gotta
brothers,
give I
man.
gotta give her
Look,
half
look,
my
look,
voucher
look, y'all
and the
my
$4
brothers.
and the money I get cash out from Quasi.
Yeah,
Two
y'all my
and a
brothers,
half.
man. And I wish y'all could have found something like we did, man. Found a wife like we did, cause y'all my brothers. And boy, I can only imagine how it is on man out here looking what's out here as choices, man. I can only
shout
imagine
out to
how it is.
shout out to girls with selective outrage. Shout out to me giving a 4 point PowerPoint presentation on why y'all not wife material and get called a pedophile. Shout out to that. Um, you know what I'm saying? Girls is dumb. Anyway, look, motherfuckers ain't. I can fry chicken. You know what I'm saying? I can help a motherfucker. I can make lunch. Nah, nigga, you better get you a 15-year-old. You want a motherfucker to listen to you. You listen to me, cause matriarchy is slavery. Goofy bitches. Anyway, and that's
Oh,
why
she
I'll
wild.
never get with them. Nah,
She wild.
man, motherfuckers, I ain't wild. These bitches wild, and they think that damn it, man. Look, when I'm happy, everybody happy. When she happy, everybody miserable. The kids are scared. He's sitting in the car for an hour before he come in the house like this funky bitch. A woman's happiness is based on chaos for everybody else.
Oh yeah,
Fuck this
yep.
bitch. I need to be happy so I can function and make sure everybody else happy. God damn it. All she gotta do is shut the fuck up. Being a wife is a part-time job. It's a 4 hour a day job. Cause 8 hours you sleep. Goddamn it, in 8 hours you at work, and then transportation back and forth to work, that's another 2 hours. You got 4 hours a day to treat me like customer service, bitch, and just be nice to me to make me feel good about goddamn it supporting your funky ass. You can't do that. Funky bitches. I'm bad slaves, man. I ain't got time for this shit.
Man. I tell you, as I listen to you talk, bro, um, I don't know. I think just being in this coaching space, I hear a lot of similar complaints coming from the other side. You know what I mean? There are a lot of women who complain, you know, that men are not ready, that men are not showing up and taking um, relationships serious enough. So I think as much as anything else, man, I say it all the time so much I think I sound like a broken record, but our cultural problems are just so vast, man, and I don't know that it'll ever be fixed. But we're not producing people who are ready to be husbands and people who are ready to be wives. And I don't think you pop out the womb or even arrive at 18 or 21 years old automatically ready to be a husband without some training. No more than you show up at age 21 ready to be a wife. If you don't have cultural uh, structure in place that are grooming you to be a husband or a wife, you're gonna come up short 9 times out of 10.
I want to say something on that, right? And I disagree because, woman's determination of what a husband is got nothing to do with what being married is. And we see it like, oh, it's on both sides. No, it's not. More men are showing up ready to be married because as soon as a man get married, he understands his duty. You ask men what it is to be a husband, they're gonna be like provide and protect. The same shit has been for the last couple centuries. The problem is that women's requirement for marriage is totally different. They're basing on, oh, he didn't buy me a drink, or he didn't take me out to dinner, or we didn't go to a 5-star restaurant, or he didn't paint my toenails. That's what they're basing marriage on. A lot of them are not coming in to be a wife. They're coming in for the ceremony. That's it. They just want to look good. They don't come. You ask the woman before they sit there and say men are not ready. Ask them, are they ready? Like you said, the Bible said having a wife is a good thing. Are they a good thing? No, because you look at them. They ain't got the patience for relationships. They're ready to be out at the drop of a dime. Let him be 2 minutes late. She packing her bags. That's not wife material. Ask her to give men respect and cook. I've had women who have issues, solid, hard issues of even making a man a plate, just making his plate. And she would tell you da 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 da, but she tell you men ain't ready, and would want that man to come in immediately and start paying bills and taking her out and doing all these things. So when you sit there and say men are not ready, the duties and requirement, even if there's lines blurred, for actual men has never really changed. There's no man you really hear say the most he just gonna say is I don't want a non-working woman, and that's because that was
what's weird?
the only thing.
Hold on, wait. I want to address a. They said all women are the same. That's not all women shit. Let me explain something to you. All women have the same basic function. I don't give a fuck if you got a 1991 Pinto or a 2022 fucking Tesla. All cars have the same function. They have different features. They have different aesthetic views, but they all have the same function. To say that all women not the same, but yet to say that all women are good women, or that all women deserve love, or all type of goofy ass shit that y'all say, means that, man, y'all not even dealing on y'all basic function. If I ask women what they bring to the table, they gonna tell me the same shit that men supposed to bring to the table. Y'all one of the guys. So to say that all women are women, toddlers gonna toddle. I can take any particular form and function. I can take it in red or yellow, but a car is still a car. Y'all have been so far away from being women. Like, okay, women. I don't think black women are women. I really don't. I think they baby boomer men, what baby boomer men were supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Masculine, vaginal people. Like, I just don't. So, you can't tell, because women would check other women on how to be women. There would be no issues. The shit that I'm talking about, it wouldn't be an issue if women. I'd be like, you know what? I lost a good one, yo. Man, that's fucked up. You know? No, I don't say that. I'd be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What?
I'm gonna chime in what he said too. Like he said, back in the days, women checked women, right? like, and I'm gonna use crazy because your
Women
wife
still check
is
women,
great.
but women check women for the most dysfunctional shit. You know what
They,
I'm saying?
no, not at the regular level. Crazy said when he
No,
walked in, his wife's mother told her to take his shoes off. I'm not saying check her like it always in bad.
no,
I'm
that's a
saying
cultural
in
thing. That's a
right,
cultural thing.
but
What
but
I'm
but
saying,
but
what I'm
my
what
point. I just want to add to what you're saying is that is you said women check. They're not checking women. These women will go
no,
out here and do the craziest shit. And women, girl, live your truth, live your life. Fuck him. He ain't da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? She got a good dude at home and just going through a few things because of her expectations and his ability. You know what I'm saying? And oh, why he can't take you out on trips? Yeah, because he got bills to pay,
you know
and
what's
that's
so
the
weird
last
about
thing.
women?
Yeah. And
Women
she'll
don't
do
even like other women, but they always trying to listen to a woman.
exactly, but they don't check
Women,
before. You had
women,
adult women that'll check their daughters, their nieces, you know what I'm saying? And be like, yo, like Crazy said, when he met his wife, he met the wife's family. The first thing she said, yo, take your shoes off. Like like this, do that, do this, and guided her to be a wife. You don't got
but
these bras doing that. The first thing they telling you, girl, just have a baby, get on Section 8, and then get you a stepdaddy. And hopefully he worked for the sanitation because he got good benefits.
look,
There's
man.
an interesting comment that I saw right here. That
Which one?
Marlo Michelle, she said a lot of men are leading with their money because that's the only way they can keep a woman interested, which is why a lot of women are treating men like tricks. This
Oh,
kind of
okay.
goes towards the just get your bag first. Get your weight up, get your money right, and I think a lot of times you'll see a lot of men with money um, that after the woman get the baby and maybe she's been there, 5, 10 years, long enough to get whatever she financial benefits.
Obligated to, right?
And I think you see a lot of times dudes that will get, some of the finest women, some of the most beautiful looking women who aren't necessarily wife material. And so when you show up with that bag and you driving that Benz and you can buy her all the Birkin bags and you can get her all the stuff that she wants, that's still no substitute for being able to relate to that woman. And so a lot of times we show up like that, and to the point that Marlo just made, they know when we tricking, they know when we out of our league, and we get played accordingly.
I don't know, man, but here's the thing. Women will say that in one breath, and then the next breath will talk about why he ain't take her out. I mean, I literally have women who will sit there and say, oh, they don't mind money, but then you go to a date and take them out, and you pull out a Groupon, they'll sit there and be like, oh, what? Or you take them to Applebee's. What's Applebee's? That's not a real date. You know what I'm saying? You see it. You see it on women's podcast. You see one chick talking about a real date ain't but it got to be 400 minimum. Because the
Not
first
only,
thing,
not only, not only that, but women go on these same forums and they say, "Yo, I look for a man's money first." So now you saying they tricking, but you really saying you a prostitute. So
Yeah,
my whole thing,
I
my
agree.
thing is, my thing is this: as a man, men have to be trained by men, but they're not. They're being trained by women. They're being trained by women their entire lives, not just their mother. All they teachers from kindergarten through fifth grade are women. When they get into the dating market, all the relationship experts, all the way up until maybe the last 10 years, were women. So it's a bunch of women saying stupid woman shit about how men can get a woman. Can't no woman tell a man how to get a woman. None. Because women don't get women. Women just get naked and everybody come, men and women, like, I'll eat that. Women don't know shit about dating. So what my because but women don't know shit. Look, the whole thing is, and I'm not trying to be derogatory towards y'all ladies. Y'all just don't know shit. I like retarded people that know they retarded. The dude that get your little shopping cart at Publix, man, I show them so much love. I protect them on the street. Like I love retarded people that know they retarded. I hate retarded people that think they smart. I can do it myself. All right, well do it yourself, damn retarded boy.
all right.
That's all. Y'all the retarded. I can do it myself. Just be the retarded. Thank you. And motherfuckers don't mind helping out the retarded kid. But the the base is that women make rules that she herself doesn't hold up to. Right?
Facts.
How many times before we were born they had songs like I can't be two places at one time. Why? Because chicks want you to make the money, but she also wants time. But time is money. So either I'm spending my time making the money to make you more comfortable, or I'm broke as shit, spending time with you. So now you want a motherfucker that's independently wealthy, but in order to be independently wealthy, that means that you still have to check your traps, which means that now she thinks you have more time and space to spend your bread. And when you independently wealthy and you spend too much time with it, what she say? Go your ass outside. Don't you got friends? Y'all don't know shit. Y'all just confused people. Y'all need to be slaves. I'm here to help you. I will get you where you need to be. You will be happy. You will be healthy. You will be wise. Right? I'll give you your tasks and duties. I'll provide food and shelter. You know what I'm saying? I'll have people take you out transportation. All your 4-year-old dreams will come true. Come to Death Row.
Mhm.
This dude, wow.
Yeah, he's Oakland as hell, boy.
That's my boy right there. Straight
But you
pimping.
know, I will say this.
The only woman that can sweep him, take his heart, is she got a chicken farm.
Hey, Oakland big on Teddy. Oakland
And she
big on
got
Teddy,
cattle.
bro.
She got live cattle. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the chicken
Man,
farm, man.
listen.
Oakland
You
big
know,
old Teddy bear. That girl come through with a chicken farmer and treat him right. Oak gonna be buying roses just like the rest of them.
Hey, no cap. No cap. If a motherfucker had a chicken farm, no cap. Fresh chicken every day, you got them roses coming. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God,
and
this
if,
my
you know,
peoples.
if she say he could kill one every day,
Nigga, every day?
like, yes.
You got a cookbook, 131 ways to cook a chicken. God damn, we have a rotisserie chicken, fried chicken,
Uh-huh.
boiled chicken, baked chicken, jerk chicken,
I
Caribbean
will
chicken.
say this, man.
Uh,
I will say this. I think that one of the things that's hard to do is to maintain the integrity of who you are despite what you've been through, right? And there are a lot of people who get hurt by certain experiences, and then they say, you know what, the hell with that. I'm changing. I'm never gonna be that way again. And one of the things that I say to them is, I will be mindful and cautious to not necessarily change who I am, but just be more judicious about who I share that part of myself with, right? So I'm still going to be generous. I'm just going to be more careful or more mindful and more selective about who I'm generous with. So I think that to the point that this Marlo just made, mindset and as a man thinks, right? I think sometimes because of these tainted experiences that we've had, and particularly y'all as single brothers, you've been through some things, you've seen some things, and I think that I know both of y'all, so I know that both of y'all are good brothers, but I think sometimes because these experiences that you've gone through or even witnessed have been so much of a turnoff that it has tainted you from what's actually available, right? And so much so that if you do come across something that is available, this chicken farmer who's willing to cook for you and so on, if she does show up, will you be available? Will the real you be available to treat her the way that you know that you could and the way that she
I
might deserve to be treated,
look,
or
look.
will your representative be so on defense that you're unable to appreciate what you got?
I can be on the fence and appreciate shit. Here's the thing. Intrinsically, I'm cool people, right?
I knew that. I know that.
So that's why I'm VIP places because people let me in. They be like, oh, they go, oh, that's my man.
Yep.
I'm cool people. I don't mind being cool people. I got female friends. I don't mind being cool people. My thing is, first of all these chicks are entitled. You're not entitled to my coolness. Just because I'm cool doesn't mean you're cool, right? What these women want to do is extract without replacing, right?
Yep.
So even intellectual property. I had girls call me like, "Yo, I need advice on business," and I'm like, I listen to them for 45 minutes, say they goofy ass shit. Then I ask them two poignant questions that'll solve their problem they call me for. Don't have an answer to it, and I'll be like, "Yo, I'll give you the answer to one of them," and they be like, "Oh my God, you trying to manipulate? You know, what the fuck you call me for? I didn't call you. I didn't look for you. You know what I'm saying?"
Oh, good. Your new name is Oatmeal. Yeah.
So so here's the thing about the chicken farmer chick, right?
Mhm.
The chicken farmer chick would do what chicken farmer chicks do, right? And that's offer me chicken, right? All of my bonds are reciprocal bonds. All a niggas bonds is trauma bonds. We were all slaves 150. Bitch, I wasn't born 180 years ago. Look, all the nigga bonds is trauma bonds, and these bitches is trauma. And niggas be like, I invested so much money in this traumatic bitch that I'm just gonna ride it out. All my bonds are reciprocal bonds. Yo, my man run a restaurant. Yo, shut this whole bitch down. Let me do love and basketball. Like, yo, bro, let me get the whole restaurant. I want to impress this chick. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay, I got you, B. Don't even worry about it. But turn around, man. Oh, look, I need you to help set up my LLC. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, man, I got you, bro. Good looking for the. I have reciprocal relationships, right? And it don't mean that right now. It's not right now. It might be 6 months from now. You call me like, yo, I need you. Like, yo, my nigga, I got you. You know what I'm saying? These chicks don't reciprocate. These chicks just take. They extractors. So they're like, I need this, I need that. And then the whole thing is all men are givers. That's what dating is. Bitches don't contribute to the date most times. Not to the real date. Girls girls will bring through tacos though. They'll be like, oh, you want to hang out? I'll bring over some tacos. It's $6. All right. But I appreciate tacos. I love tacos. But you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the heavy lifting, it's men. So men are always givers to girls that are takers, and they never replenish the well. Eventually, the well will run dry because you don't replenish the well. They zero three dishes because women's hypergamy is based on making you a bum nigga, so she could say she could do bad by herself. It's not empowering you so that you can do good together. It's not how they work. It's not how they work. The
And
reason I
I'm gonna
no the,
chop
re-
what you're saying.
the
Like,
reason I said earlier that if she got burnt, that's what she gets. Do you understand that there are women's black women's and liberal women, not even just black, just liberal women, and Karens too. Their desire to be in control of a man like a slave owner is so strong that they have to find weak men in order to feel like they're in control. They don't know how to sit in the passenger seat and let a nigga drive. They like to complain about this nigga ain't driving, but they don't want to sit in the passenger seat when the nigga driving because the nigga in the passenger seat be like, don't touch my car radio. I'm the passenger. Why I can't listen to? Bitch, don't touch my car radio. Like, they just unruly people, yo. Like 3 times a day they do something that you would kill another man for. And think that shit like, but I'm a girl though. They're horrible fucking human beings. But they want the entitlement that comes with being contributing people to a team when they're not teammates.
and I want to chime in on that and what Liz is saying, right? Because there's this false perception that women are all, or all women are good, or all women are like material, right? When he say women, most of them be like, oh, not me, not me. Yeah, it be them, right? And they're quick to say, oh, he's not husband this, he's not husband that. But a lot of them ain't wives. Only 9% of black women are married. You know what I'm saying? Why 91% aren't, right? The second thing is yo, many are horrible, just horrible. And that's why they don't have any husbands. That's why they can't get men to marry them. Because they don't, like you said, they don't replenish the well. They just come to take. How many are really coming in to be a wife? Ask any of these chicks. The first thing they're gonna say they want to be married. And then ask them and say, well, are you prepared to be a wife? And you'll hear them stutter. And then when they probably say yeah, reluctantly, then ask them what is a wife, what is being a wife? And she'll probably go back to what her husband needs to do. She'll never be able to tell you what she can do as a wife. You know what I'm saying? And this is why the only thing she talk about the table. I am the table. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, or you're Section 8 and the dude you got is a felon. So of course you're the table to him. But that's why you got to ask them what they bring to the table because they can't be wives. So if they can't be
I ain't
wives,
asking
okay,
shit.
then you're in joint partnerships. So if you're in a joint partnership, what can you bring to the partnership? Because you're not going to be a wife. Okay, I get it. But now you're a joint partnership. What are you gonna bring to it? And they still can't bring it. I got my own money. Yo, you fucking make $22,000 a year. You barely make your fucking meet your bills. Talking about you can handle yourself and you can pay your bills.
The
That's bullshit.
fuck.
And they'll
The
say that shit against a dude
fuck.
that's making 70, 80,000 and be like, I don't need your money. No, yes, the fuck you do. Because you make 22,000 and you barely could fucking pay rent and you barely could meet your bills and you
The
struggle.
fuck. You start up. I blocked out everything else you said. Once you said once your mindset upgrades the women, I stopped reading after that. I
Oh
ain't gotta
yeah.
upgrade you, motherfucker. Look, my presence
Oh,
upgrades you. Look. Let me tell you something. My mindset is my mindset, and my mindset empowers everybody I fuck with. Let me tell you something. You know why I'm dirty, folks? Because all the black bitches I gave an opportunity to be brand ambassadors don't show up and show out. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll be my own brand ambassador. I converted all my businesses to straight male businesses just because they're recession proof. Because once bitches help you out, as soon as they get mad, they be cancel that nigga. You can't cancel me, bitch, because all my products is for men. So it don't matter. Like the and because a slow dollar, you know what I'm saying, a slow dollar better than a fast dime, and I don't give a fuck about y'all fast dime. Everything y'all do, y'all are like the media. Y'all build motherfuckers up to destroy him. Y'all love Will Smith slapping that nigga and losing his career. Y'all love shit like that. Y'all would love for Michael Jordan to actually come out and say he don't like black people so he can stop wearing Jordans. Y'all love destroying niggas. That is y'all pastime. It's an everyday occurrence. I ain't gotta upgrade shit.
Now,
You know
niggas
what I'm
speak
saying?
to them about J's.
Here's how fucked up their mind is. I
Uh-huh.
am the I am the team, right? I am the logo. The logo, the logo, the logo. I am the logo, right? A great player upgrades the logo. Michael Jordan saved the NBA. Well, Magic Johnson and everybody. You upgrade the logo. You know what I'm
Jordan.
saying? The logo makes you shine, but you upgrade the logo. What the fuck is wrong? See, this is what I'm talking about. These bitches is crazy. Never listen to a girl with clothes on.
Facts. Look, that's the thing, man. Like I said, everyone, when you say it, this is why you can't have dialogue, right? Because the same chick that'll sit here and act like what Oak is saying is crazy or what I'm saying is crazy, know damn well they do the same crazy shit that we talk about. And they homegirls, the majority of the homegirls do the same crazy shit we talk about. But they'll sit there and act like, I don't know girls like that. I don't have, yes, you do. One, you know yourself because you do the shit. Two, you know, six of your five friends are hoes and horrible women. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real. The numbers don't lie. And I'm we can say my personal preference this or my personal experience, Vaughn said that, but let's be honest. Statistically, look at the numbers. Look what's the fuck happening. You can't deny that shit. Yeah, you could say your circle, but can I hear it? Some
Yeah,
you must mute it. Okay.
You
Your
ain't you back? You
circle.
back?
Yeah, I'm used to the feedback. So my thing is that your circle may only be a certain amount of people. We're limited to our circle, but when you just look at women in a mass and you start seeing what the fuck is happening, you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. Women will lie to you and tell you the fucking sob story. They're always victims in every fucking story. There's rare occurrences, and Vaughn, you know this because you and I think discussed this. When they come to you, it's rare that a woman say, "Yo, I fucked up." Just like you would say a man came across good women and fucked that up. How many women came across good men and fucked it up? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? And
yeah,
say, well,
yeah, I'm sure a lot.
a lot, but do they come out and say, I fucked up? No, they come and tell you about every dude that they wanted that didn't really want them at the level of the dude that who really did. And the dude who really wanted her and was
That
willing to
hasn't
do
been my
whatever for
experience.
her, he was corny. He wasn't,
That
he
hasn't.
didn't, it was boring. You know what I'm saying? It's like Oak said, y'all don't want a boring relationship. You want shit, you want shootouts in the crib. You know what I'm saying? You want police raids to say, oh, that's love. Instead of
I,
just being like, yo, we can't just Netflix, chill, and eat a fucking taco,
hey,
burrito,
Pete,
or a
Pete,
sandwich. Yeah.
I think that's kind of a maybe it might be an unfair question for me because I'm in the coaching space, and so I deal with people who are actually looking to take accountability. So I might, I'm being honest. So I'm not saying that the numbers aren't severely lopsided, but what I am saying is that the people that I encounter oftentimes are looking to take responsibility for the wrongs that they did or the damage that they might have done or whatever. So I encounter a lot of women, or I have encountered a lot of women over the years who do take ownership for where they went wrong and so on.
So what the
And
what,
then
what,
plus my wife will apologize to me in a heartbeat if well, maybe not in a heartbeat. It might take her a couple hours, but but she
is it before
does.
the meeting or after the
After
meeting?
after she beat
When
you,
I
after she
when
beat
I,
you.
Is that before or
when I
after the
see on
meeting?
mass, when I see on mass, the women that they describing is the women on mass that's just running their mouths on Facebook and they ain't reaching out
Yeah,
looking for no help. The women
yeah, yeah.
that me and my wife encounter, along with the men, are looking for to be accountable and do better.
No,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
here's the flip side of that. Here's the flip side of that. All
That's a
those
small
girls.
percentage of people in general, to be honest
No,
with
no, 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 no. Here's the flip side of that. Here's the flip side of that. The women who are looking to be accountable are only accountable after they fuck up everything, right?
you. Hmm.
So like I say, man, when I fuck with married women or women in relationships, I'm their marriage counselor. I'm like, yo, shorty, I mean, suck the dick, but look, but he a good man. You need to go home. Look, the for real, like because everything will be man's fault, and women will do the most outrageous shit to destroy a nigga over an emotion, right? A sustained emotion at that. Here's my thing.
if you go into the real world, because the real world was a real world before fucking MySpace and Facebook popped up. When you go into a real world, women are only as faithful as her options. Social media gave her way too many options, way too many, because they don't make decisions. They don't even know what the fuck they want to eat. Now they got to decide on which dick they gonna suck. Way too many decisions, but way too many options. But here's the thing: even in the real world, they're not intrinsically bad people. I'm not saying that they bad people. What I'm saying is that they aren't teammates. What they want to do, I got a girl right now, man. She got mad at the man, came to my crib, sucked my dick, and bought my soap. And then 2 months later, she was married to the nigga. Girls do stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. But at no point in time, I ain't got a tell tale. I told Pete, I had a girl slide through my crib while she riding me. She talking about my man always say I'm cheating. I would never cheat on him. And I'm looking at her while she ride me, and I'm thinking right in my head, like, I'm one of them niggas that don't count. When they talk about they only had 3 boyfriends, they had sex for 6 months, they don't count all the other 80 random dicks. I'm
Right.
literally random dick in real time. Like, all right, you ain't cheat on them then, shorty. Like, now I'm relationship counseling while she riding. Girls just do dumb shit. They don't think shit out. Like, motherfuckers offended because I'm saying they can't think. But y'all can't think. Y'all really need a nigga to think for y'all so y'all will be happy. Take that pressure off you. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you. I got you. Y'all resisting. Y'all act like,
They just don't want to be told what to do.
your
And regardless how
chicken,
great the advice is.
your chicken farmer gonna hear you speak, and she gonna keep on walking.
hey, man, that's all right. I could buy my own chickens and put my slaves in the field. Nigga, like, look, kill my chickens. Give a fuck about that. I'm still going to eat chicken. Look, here's my thing. And I like the chicken farmers. But here's my thing. My thing is, we're talking about cultural norms, right?
Yep.
There's a cultural norm for people regionally to cut chickens, right? But a city girl be like, they eat chicken every goddamn day, but they never knew where that wing came from. They don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? There are people who believe that $35,000 a year in North Dakota, well, no, North Dakota found oil now. In South Dakota or in Mississippi is 35,000 that you can build on, but you can start a family with that, right? There's other people that say that on Section 8, they'll be like, if he ain't got $100,000, he can't fuck with me. Bitch, I'm rich $18 a month, you funky bitch. Look, the the craziness, that's because women listen to women. The craziness is that women are always gravitating to the most toxic shit. Always. If there's an opportunity to be toxic, women will be. Liz, you the same motherfucker. I guarantee you the same motherfucker. Guarantee. There's no doubt in my mind, nigga. Not a question, not an iota. I
Neil.
swear, I
Yeah.
swear to God, nigga, over 3 tacos, you would tell me about every toxic thing you ever did and think that shit normal. Like, yeah, because I remember my ex-boyfriend, he made me mad. I burned his car. Like, what? Like, you say that shit normal as fuck. Like, it's just, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Liz got me putting on chapstick. She talking about you, but she got me putting on chapstick.
I'm licking my lips. I'm licking my lips right
Hey, LL. No. Look,
Hey, as long as it ain't powder in my nose, then we all right. Like,
hey, nigga, I just washed my face before I got in this motherfucker. I just woke up from my old man now. But, but,
Liz is coming in this morning. Today, this Liz and Oak Day.
I'm about to say Liz is. I just about to say that Liz is my Mitch.
Yes,
Liz is I made it.
There you go.
Welcome to the big time, bro.
Oh, all the shit she's saying, yo, you fought back.
Oh, man.
Hey, G Unit. Look, man.
Hey, y'all, look. I know y'all
Yeah.
in America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta get up at 7, y'all. Help a brother out.
Well, hey, before we leave, make sure you drop that little clip you always do. You know, when we close out. All right, Quasi.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, I guess it's a wrap, man.
But where they can find you at? Where they can find you at, Dirty?
Man, you can find me in the club. All right, nah. You can find me the dirt. You can find me the Dirty Folks. You can find me wherever you cheat on your man at. You can find me. Shit. That's it, man. That's all I'm giving y'all. Dirty Folks Podcast on every social media. Dirty Folks Podcast, YouTube, IG, Facebook, Twitter. Just look for Dirty Folks, and I shall appear like Snoop and Half Baked, just from behind the porch. Like, what up, my nigga? Yeah, that.
Pete, where they can find you?
Shit. Well, I'll be free in 2 days from Facebook. Probably only be free for 2 days before they find some old posts in 1988, even before
Hold on,
Facebook
hold on.
was.
This for Liz.
So yeah, but I'll be on Facebook. You probably catch me, especially tomorrow. We always do a recap on the Dirty Folks show. He call it Dirty and Gorilla. I just say call it the Dirty Gorilla Show for that day.
Hey, that's kind of hot. I like that.
So we get on that. I'm on Facebook. When they ain't blocking my ass, they ain't jailing me. Because I made a comment in 1988. We all know why. My political outlook on shit. But anyway, that's where you catch me for now. Facebook. Pull me up, Peter. Gorilla Cool Huggins on Facebook. Send me a friend request, and I'll accept it. I also got GP Cool on Facebook. I just ain't had the time to migrate shit over. But that's it. And then you catch me here every Wednesday. We doing, 2 strippers, 1 pimp. Oh, no, wait, that's a different show. That's a Magic City show. That's on the Unspoken Truth TV. We do, 2 married, 2 single. You know what I'm saying? 2 chicken farms and 2 rocks. That's all we asking for.
Where they find you at, Vaughn?
Yeah, man, you find me right here on Facebook. My regular Facebook page is Vaughn Says, like Simon Says, but I'm better than Simon, so it's Vaughn Says. My word is law. Every Tuesday night, I go live at 7 p.m. Eastern time on the Love Alchemist page. So that's it, the Love Alchemist page. My show is called Living Proof. Every Tuesday night, I normally bring somebody or at least some ideas of enlightenment. It's edutainment. And then, of course, here every Wednesday. And then you can, if you want to reach out to me for coaching or counseling services, email me at info@theconditionsoflove.com. info@theconditionsoflove.com. The website is www.theconditionsoflove.com. Everything is conditions of love because love is conditional. If you want unconditional love, I also sell Doberman Pinscher puppies. So you can hit me up for that too. The book my wife and I wrote together is kind of got my fingerprints all on it, but it's called The Heart Work Book. Me and my wife wrote that book together. All your relationship needs. You can get that at the website, theconditionsoflove.com. Marlo Michelle says alchemy is my thing. I'm gonna have to check you out. Slide through, pull up, and that's it. That's all I got. Good talking with you, brothers, man. As always.
Quezzy, where they can find you? other than
They can find in the West Spot. They can find Quasi in the West Spot.
Find him in the West Spot. And the delivery room. Every
9 months.
Every year he's in the delivery room.
You can find me on the track, the internet track, internet trapping, baby. But nah, you can find me at Questi Black on Facebook, Instagram, Nagasi Black at Nagasi Black, Twitter at Questi Folks, YouTube, Unspoken Truth TV right here. You might find me on Dirty sometimes. You might find me on the Romeo Love Alchemist show. You know what I'm saying? And Pete, you know how we do. We might be out there finding him some slaves or something. You know what I mean?
Hey, you already know. Indentured servants. You know what I'm saying? We got to rebrand it. You know what I'm saying?
Ask me if my book is digital. It's not digital, but I'm gonna have to get into that. Make that digital.
As far as products and services, I mean, you can find dirty stuff in the links along with mine. We got Position Your Man to Win, written by my wife. And Also, I never mentioned that you can get the workbook too. You know what I'm
Got the
Oh
work.
saying?
yeah.
Okay.
What's a workbook? You know what I mean? That y'all can. It's
That
it's
remind me.
very, it's very helpful with your relationship to think about, because a lot of people like to think about the negative things when it comes to their couples that cause a lot of issues, but you can write down the things that you love about your spouse.
Yeah,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
That's so
Just a,
beautiful.
just
Can
a,
I
just a lot of little things that you can do to keep yourself in a positive mind and not bumping heads with each other.
quick
But anyway,
question?
anyway,
If you need to wash your feet and your
I'm a
balls, what you gotta do? Oh,
I've been in internet marketing. I've
Drivers,
been internet marketing
football,
since
soap.
oh.
That,
Wait,
yeah,
okay,
revert
yeah, yeah,
upside
yeah,
down.
yeah.
It's upside down.
oh, you know what I'm
Turn it
saying?
around, turn around,
Your,
turn
your,
around.
your feet and
Yeah,
your balls. You know what I'm saying? Hit them with that football soap.
that's what's up.
So keep it in your car in
Yeah,
case you know what I'm saying. You don't know your wife got another husband. You know what I'm saying? That way you always stay
Hmm.
protected from that
That is his
situation.
boy.
That's right. Post that up, right? Position your man to
Al Hunt.
win.
yeah,
She must
yeah.
have, she
You
must
know
have
And
what
took
I'm
that
saying?
picture
That's right.
I've
between
been
the
in,
two
I've been
months
in,
she wasn't
That's
pregnant.
right. Yo,
I've
Quincy,
been
where
in
can they find your hoodies, man?
the hoodies. I'm about to bring it up. I've been
Okay.
in internet marketing since 2011. Had my breakthrough 2013. Just like Oak be trying to make them funnels, like the click funnels or his own funnels. I read your post.
Hmm.
Ah, yeah, nigga.
Yeah,
I'm about to add
yeah,
you on Facebook. Now that I'm out of
yeah,
jail, I'm gonna add you on Facebook.
yeah, yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, and I've been doing that. You know what I'm saying? Running traffic, doing ads and stuff like that. I took a break trying to get in the conscious field and working in the community. That's a long story for another day. Details. So I'm back in the game. Um,
Out here trying to
I
say
got
these
I got I
hoes.
got merch. I got merch for you. You know what I'm saying? For those that still subscribe to that that our people shit, that black shit, you know what I'm saying? So we got Black Wealth Matters, close the gap. I need to start doing some great group economics, start living what y'all preach. You know what I'm saying? Just like what we doing on here. This is group economics. We
And
living
where
what we
can they
preach.
get the bow ties and the brims?
Bow ties and the brims.
I keep
Coming to
saying
you.
that because you need
They,
you
they, they
rocking, man.
coming
Yeah.
to you.
You
They
too.
coming to you a Gorilla Pete near you. I'm gonna ship him
All right.
boxes to his crib. You know what I'm saying? He gonna start hustling and slanging them things out there.
Mhm. Well, if look, everybody got a product. I'm telling you my product and where you can find it at. I sell crack. Go to joebiden.com. It comes with your free crack pipe. You know what I'm saying? And hey, if you like it, you know, sell your furniture and you buy more.
Hey man, I need to start set up these. Hey, hey, no low key though, man. I really am about to set up these 90-day secretary courses. I'm gonna train y'all motherfuckers on how to fry chicken and shut the fuck up. I'm gonna
Mhm.
get y'all a husband. I'm here for you. I'm gonna let y'all lead. The slaves gonna stay, but I'm gonna let y'all lead. I'm gonna give y'all this
Mhm.
90-day boot camp. Yo, but for those other ones, go to tolerology.com for the guys. And man, I do get a bitch coaching for the guys because it's very important that you guys have women so you don't kill me over women. Because that's how all the black leaders go down over some nigga that's pussy deficient. Like, oh, I want the girls. And so I need y'all to fuck
Shout
so
out to
y'all
Jesse Jackson. Oops. Yeah, my bad.
yeah, shout out to Jesse Jackson and the nigga that let the police in on what's my man named Fred Hampton and goddamn it, all of Elijah Muhammad's 15-year-old baby mamas that got Malcolm X killed. Like shout out to all the niggas who died over pussy, directly and indirectly. Um, but not I. I got slaves, baby.
Slaves.
But hey, y'all, if y'all ever want to some information, some advice on entrepreneurship, I'm on reach out to me on Facebook, hit me up. Y'all need to get y'all some secretaries, hit up. Oh, y'all need some of that hard work. Hit up my man Vaughn.
He said some of that hard work.
That hard work,
That
right?
heart,
Oh,
that
heart
Look,
heart
man,
work.
heart work. Oh, okay.
it's
Oh,
hard
You
work,
know
not
what I'm
hard
saying?
work, baby. It's hard work, not hard work.
And I want to get the usher out there, Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson. Pass
Yeah,
that
because
collection plate.
she said I'm well
Pass that
trained. Shout
collection
out to
plate.
Quincy.
What's going on, Internet Land? It's the Fly Bowtie Guy coming live to you to send a reminder to donate to these gentlemen that's giving their time and passion. Um, we're gonna come with some great guests in the future for you guys to entertain you guys and have a good time. And I want to have these guys motivated and giving their best. I want to continue to do these lives for the future. So if you enjoy this show and you want more lives, donate that Tribe Power and show some love. Enjoy the show.
All right, y'all. We out.
Hey,
Yeah.
Marlo just asked a question. Go to my page. Go to my Love Alchemist page, Marlo, on Facebook. Go to my Love Alchemist page, and I got all kind of videos on there.
One.
All right, family. Love y'all.